wash itself, right? But no, you don't have to visit a car wash. 123 Mobile Car Wash will come straight to you. Yes, you heard right. 123 Mobile Car Wash is offering services in Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine. We shampoo and detail cars, trucks, offices, and more. No job too small. Call us at 876-631-3400. 123 Mobile Car Wash. We come to you.
Vejan Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vejan Printers, your best choice in printing.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joy togetherness can bring to the true soul. You just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Best 100 FM.
Why you carry this on the road for me? And don't take no time from nobody. Just do what me tell you for the same time and make sure that everything work according to how man say anything for work. See? Take back yourself and bring back yourself in a one piece. Make sure you reach. Hear me? Lord of mercy. Hey, Lord of His mercy, Lord of mercy. Driver, don't stop at all. Drop this Arizona around an Albemarle. Driver, don't even itch. Collect a little food there and come back quick. Driver, just remember the damn speed limit. Cause if you're running the feds, my friend, that is it. I've got an Excel phone and a singular chip. Any problem you can reach me on this. I pounds them and buy when a tons man a ship. Green like grass, brown like chocolate. FedEx and UPS I make several trip. All me life savings are right on this. You can drink a beer but don't you dare burn a split. Listen to the marijuana make your light uplift. Even though it compress and tie down in a plastic. Don't deliver it, I going up drastic. A barrel gun me bust and me and you know we can't stick. Me want change me zinc and put up the chroma stick. Tired receive Red Bull a straight hypnotic. So driver, me say don't stop at all. Drop this Arizona around an Albemarle. Driver, Me say don't even itch. Collect that little food there and come back quick. Driver, just remember the damn speed limit. Cause if you're running the fence, my friend, that is it. I beat this man a rum in a no but now because my girl want wear Victoria's Secret dress. Sam no love here so you feel put in pampas. Billy a informer with federal charge. Remember, don't care nobody in me yard. So what me love and me no respect coward. I dep on a mission man hustling hard. Don't get to you through never suffer and starve. Hustling ability we learn that a yard. No feel your brain big, no man a drag yard. The last boy we try that then like that. Sell off where you have a make we set you record. Driver, me say don't stop at all. Track this Arizona roller Albemarle. Driver, me say don't even itch. Collect the little spenny and come back quick. Driver, just remember the gas speed limit. And if you're running the cops, my friend, that is it. Action pop while some boy appear lip. Got a bunch of bantan cause you know you can't slip. Reach up on the rhythm for make them turn and dip. Watch it make the road boy show them how we do it when you watch right. Make sure you maintain speed limit.
Good morning and welcome to the program today. Welcome to the program today. Today is our the 6th of April 2022, Wednesday. The 6th of April 2022. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. We'll go straight to the phone and start to take your phone calls. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Welcome, Margaret.
Yeah, as a motivator, I ask you a question and I listen back to the radio because I get a better understanding listening to the radio. I only ask you a question. Could you please inform and educate me about the pirates who used to finance them and
in finance what?
The pirates.
The pirates who used to finance what?
Yeah. Who used to finance them?
Who used to finance which pirates?
Who used to explore the Caribbean?
All right, well, you have pirate all over the world, especially on sea, in all parts of the world, but especially the latter most famous pirates, them is some pirates out of Europe who start to roam and rob other people traveling on the sea, mostly. Other people traveling on the sea are them going to the seashore and rob the seashore and escape by sea. Sometimes them stay and take away place. Well, some of the governments of Europe, especially England, to save themselves time, them not send out them army and them navy all the while go rob. Them allow private robber, like how they have the gunman. The pirates is like the gangsters in Jamaica, you know. You have the government control, so them legally control the country. And then you have the gangsters who say them legally control the other part of the country. Well, the governments of Europe, especially England, used to allow the gang them to go on them own, go capture place and rob people. Different from the England or the so-called King Army, where the king employ and pay them. These men are private gangster who go look the work themselves without the king and the government send them out. And when them rob the other people, the other gang them from the other nation, them bring come share with for them government, like how the gangster them line up with the political party. The exact same arrangement. The pirate them is a gangster them outer road, and the government is a political party. The Queen and King of England and certain other countries, but especially England, used to give out contract. Instead of them, the King of England and them army go rob foreigner. Them say any gangster go out, go rob and come back. Them can share with the government, and the government give them more arms and give them more ability to get more ship. You know, them share. So the pirate was exactly the gangs of today in Jamaica. All of them line up with the government, whether they want to line up with them through the party, or they want to line up with them through the police, or they want to line up with the government through the civil service. Because you have many ways where gangsters line up with government and work with government through political party, through police and soldier force, and through civil servant. People were all about in an office can forge papers and get gangster papers and get gangster gun license and get gangster land title, roughly speaking. Yes, a caller say he would retire from the phone and listen. Our next call, let's go to the next call. Good morning and welcome.
Big up, Jerry.
Oh, go on.
This is Charlie Joseph.
Come again?
This is Jola. I know it's over.
No, I'm not here now. This is who?
Jerry, man.
This is who? Who is this?
Charlie Joseph.
Oh, a jackass. Okay.
Tell me something. You know, as I believe you support Kamina Johnson. I think you should support her.
You believe who support her?
I believe you should.
No. You want to come on top of me and support her? No. So me not,
Well,
nobody no arrange. Nobody no make no. Don't make no arrangement. Not try make no arrangement for me.
Anyway,
especially if them not be.
Because look on this now. I don't know credit similar, so I make a statement. Uno want wholeness, the GLP, to push through the breaking away from England.
Who want that? Who want that?
PNP. And
yes,
you're
on the PNP. You're on the PNP. Hold on. Shut up. Please stop the brain now. Why you stop brain? You and the PNP's friend. You talk on behalf of them. Don't talk on behalf of the 60% of people.
Yes, me and the PNP's friend because today we turn GLP. So that's why everything will go on a PNP. Go on, talk.
All right, thanks for the call.
All right, cool.
The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Now, all through history, in every part of the world, there have been some people who cannot be dominated by no government. I'm not talking about gangster. There are some people who cannot be dominated by no government, and you have some like that now. Them want to dominate other people like gangster and super rich people. Them not dominated by government. Them dominate other people through them money or through them arms. But you have some other people who may not be dominated by no government, but who also don't desire and don't practice to dominate nobody else. That's why I encourage my people them now. Say, don't get weary or don't feel no way. Under no circumstance will we be dominated by any government, and we not require to dominate no one. And remember, we will soon experience the reward that our stand earns. You understand me? We have a telephone call. Let's get a telephone. What to call? What call?
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, greetings, Mr. Small. How you doing?
Fine, man. What going?
Yeah, I mean, I was talk to you about the Queen Elizabeth and the JLP and the PNP traffic trickery. Anyway.
Yeah, man.
They are saying they want to come up with a republic. Then why is the government, JLP government, want to put Kamina Johnson Smith to be Secretary General of the Commonwealth, that the Queen Elizabeth is still the head of the Commonwealth?
Well, let me explain now. Holness will lead the government, right?
Yes.
And the government consists of two parts. One who?
Two, JLP, PNP?
Yes, the government consists of the JLP and the PNP. You know that the PNP is part of the government?
Yeah, man.
Yes. You have the administration, which is the majority part of the government, and then you have the loyal opposition. You know who's loyal opposition? That loyal opposition is?
Yeah, Mark Bolin is loyal to Her Majesty.
Yes, they are loyal to the Queen. So the PNP is the loyal opposition. Your opposition usually mean enemy, right?
Yes.
But it's not all opposition mean enemy. You can have opposition who is still loyal. They oppose the administration, but they are loyal to them sovereign, the whole of them. So anyway, the government is PNP and is JLP and PNP. Now, they say that them want to move from the Queen. They lie.
But they still
hold on, little please. They lie. They are hold on. From Bustamante, Sangster, Shearer, Michael Manley, Siaga, Pattison, Portia Simpson Miller, Golden, Holness. Any of them move against coming from under the Queen, move coming from under the Queen? None of them. They lie.
None of them.
They lie. Recently, some of them said them regret them never do it. You can't accept that somebody regret something. Why them regret it? Why them regret it? Because them would have bigger ratings now if them did it. None of them. So anyway, hold on, please, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They were revealing themselves. You know, Holness him specialize in that. The two of them specialize in it, but him is the champion brown noser. You know brown noses? Brown nosing. You know what is brown nosing?
No, sir, I don't know.
Brown nosing is when you try to please somebody so much that you will massage all part of them body, all where the sun don't shine. And the past, you and somebody attack?
Yeah.
Is you and somebody talking?
Me I hear you.
What my last thing I say? Brown nosing is when people specialize in pleasing other people by massage them, all part of them without shame. Especially the part of them where the sun no shine. You know the sun no shine at the part underneath them. That's where the waste matter. That's where the waste matter come out. So now brown nosing will rub up them face and massage other people, make all underneath them feel nice. And as a result, the brown nose get browner and browner. Well, Holness is the top specialist in that. So Holness now is brown nosing under England and America. England and America, all America is a Commonwealth, you know. So England and America and the white countries of the Commonwealth, the white country, them Australia, New Zealand and Canada, wholeness of brown nose under the whole of them to qualify as an honorary white.
That is true,
and I'm willing to betray all of the other people them who have come from under colonialism. So that's why I'm a push up higher up in a Commonwealth. It's the same Queen backside.
Yeah, but you know what I want to tell you? All right, you hear when we call it a journalist was asking Kamina Johnson Smith the other day. Do you think the prince that came here? Do you think he should apologize for the atrocities or
yes. And what she say? What she say when I'm answer?
She said, it's not my place to say.
Yes.
So
because she didn't know the plan. She didn't know she trying to get a promotion from the same Duke there. And she want to prove that she going to serve the royal family better than who has served them now. So she has said to them, say, fire that woman there and hire me. Me is a better chambermaid. It's a chambermaid job she looking at. Chambermaid.
Yes.
Chambermaid are the one where take out the queen chimney. You have privy council that are the toilet man, that have wholeness. And then chambermaid now take out the chimney.
But when I want to ask you, see, them trick we say, them are going to come up with a fake republic. You see the republic now?
What do you mean safe republic? What do you mean safe republic?
No, I say fake republic.
Fake, F-A-K-E.
Yes.
Oh yes, fake republic.
Yes, but yet still the government, couple days later, I tell we say, he want to announce one of him government senator to be head of the Commonwealth, that the same queen
not
is
the head, no, not head of the Commonwealth. Not head of the Commonwealth. The queen is the head of the Commonwealth. She want to be the queen secretary of chambermaid.
Yes.
Chambermaid of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
That means them are the civil servant for the Commonwealth.
Yeah. The next thing I want to tell you see, whenever they say we are become a republic, if every citizen of Jamaica is unable to go to a polling booth in an election and vote for a president, I would consider it to be a fake republic.
All right. When you vote for a president, what are you choosing? You are
choosing the leader of your choice.
What
your affairs.
Yes, in modern political arrangement, when you're voting for a president, you're supposed to be voting for the head of a government. You understand? Yes. Head of a government. So when you vote for the head of that government now, him or her assemble a team which will be the executive of that government. Is them will execute your wishes and execute your orders. You the people orders and wishes. Then now, in a modern government, different from the government will serve the everyday needs. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
Different from the government was supposed to serve your everyday needs. You're supposed to have a parliament now will listen to the people them wishes and go argue and reason about what next to be done. So that parliament you know different from the administration, you know. The administration. How can I analyze them there? You in a workshop? Yeah, are you in a workshop? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yes, what is he in a workshop? Are you in a workshop?
I don't hear what you say, sir.
Then why you just tell me say, yeah, hear me? Are you in a...
I hear you good now. I'm driving now. I'm driving.
Yeah, then if you are talk to her, why not stop driving? You can't driving and the talking not go to the... Hey, yeah, hear me now? No, listen to this now. Listen.
Yeah.
Try park up. Running a government administration. You hear me say? What me say?
Running a government administration, yeah.
Yes, and running a government administration and having a discussion. What me say? What the last thing me say?
running a government administration and having a discussion.
Yes, you're supposed to have a discussion place too. Just like how we are talk on the radio, you know. You're supposed to have a place of discussion for the citizen, right?
Yes, that's true.
Apart from having a discussion place for the citizen, you're supposed to have some office now where serve the citizen. That is
true.
That is two different places. You hear me? Can't work.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it can't work. It can't work. It can't work. You can't drive. You can't
I'll call you back. You hear me? I'll call you back.
Yeah. Next call. Good morning and welcome.
Bongo Jerry.
Oh, go on.
Rasta Black.
Oh, go on.
You know, first I'd like to congratulate Bess FM for allowing me to listen to the eye all the way from Maroon Town to Montego Bay. Because if we used to listen up in the hills, but when it comes through Jansal and those places, it would fade out. But now you're powerful right through.
That's great.
Yes. Can we
No,
talk
but I don't know how great it is unless I know where you reach now. Where you reach now?
Jansal, just across the bridge.
Maroon Town. Maroon Town to Jansal, okay.
Yes, so now I'm heading to Negril to speak on reggae business. Can you and I talk a little bit about reggae business?
Go ahead now.
You know, the value added to the business of reggae. If you're a guitarist and you're the baddest guitar player, you should have memorabilia of yourself selling while you're on stage playing.
In other words, while you are playing your music, people supposed to be in the audience can buy a souvenir of you, the musician.
Sorry, I bike just fast, sorry.
It sounds like a hug. It sounds like a hug.
I wish these young people would have respect to elders like myself and don't adjust their muffler so when they pass by my hill house.
No. A motorist not responsible for keeping quiet that you can make a phone call. You gone into the space of the motorist and make the phone call.
No, actually, I'm driving. And the bike overtake me with that sound.
Yeah, so the bike rider is not young people disrespecting you because you for go quiet. All right, hear me now. Yes. Meanwhile, the musician play and the singer sing. There should be available souvenir of them selling in the audience meanwhile. So him get a little more money upon him performance.
Exactly, and that's what the business of reggae is all about. Because if you look at the memorabilia from somebody, and you don't have to be a big artist, you just need some extra money coming into your pocket, and that's reggae business. And looking at what happened with the Grammy, I don't know if the selectors chooses this song that should go up for the Grammy, because there's lots of other reggae music that could be nominated to have a better chance of having the reggae album of the year. So I don't know how that system operates to select the song that they're putting up to be the reggae album. So, but right now, it's like I am proposing for the North Coast Highway to be called the Reggae Highway because.
All right, hold on. Before you talk about that, the Grammy. What you don't like about the Grammy?
Well, I don't know if this song that was selected to be there to choose from.
Anyway, the Grammy is a private production and award. So we can't really stay outside and dictate that.
Not really dictate, but because they're a private organization, I think they're looking for the authentic reggae music, which is played by real people, not instrument, not electronic.
No, but half of Jamaica music is electronic, aren't it?
And that's why we lost the Grammy.
Yeah. All right, what you say about highway name?
All right, from Montego Bay to Ocho to be named the Reggae Highway. Kimani Mali supported other reggae artists. Muta
why the roadway from there to there should be called Reggae Highway? Why?
Because we need something, a tribute to the reggae ambassadors. And if we're not careful, the reggae highway is going to be in Las Vegas or France. So we need to claim reggae ambassadors need to have a stronghold in Jamaica, a brand, so that everyone who have played the music and have brought reggae music to this level, we have to keep it in Jamaica. So we don't want the highway to be in France or anywhere. So I would love to see.
Well, you don't know say politician name highway after politician.
Yeah, but reggae is now bigger than the politician.
No. Well, all right. Me not go
You know, fire upon that.
No. Yeah, but by the way,
yes.
The other day, they know me say them bring Queen of England relative come here. I say me say them manipulate some Rastafari. For turn minstrel for them. You know what is minstrel?
No. Can you explain?
Minstrel are the musician. Minstrel are the musician and singer we entertain money people and sing things to make them feel big.
Yeah,
minstrel,
they're in the hotels, yes.
No, hotel are not necessarily minstrel, but
okay.
Same kind of thing, anyway. So them use up some of the Rastafari figure them. And them smear trench stone like some slave people who come bow down to Queen and them family. You did see it?
Yeah, very much so.
Babs the Grains execute that on behalf of wholeness.
Yeah, because she is the Minister of Culture who, if you didn't vote for her, she is, and what can we do about it?
Didn't vote for her, didn't vote for her.
Well, in this Westminster system, I have to know if we see something that's not pleasing to the public. Right now we have a minority government. And the reason for that is because we didn't select.
But tell me something now. All the while, you break down a whole heap of barrels for Rastafari by showing Rastafari brethren and sisters who don't like political activity. Say nothing is wrong with the sphere of political activity. And all the while you're running a some election and you try and you break down them barrier. Then why is it now that them refuse to select a man like you? Why them refuse to select a man like you for run in a seat?
Well, actually, I don't know who you're referring to as them.
The JLP.
Okay. One JLP brethren told I said they see me hugging up Sister P.
No, but that is before you did become a part of them. That was before.
Yeah, I have never ever been a member of either the JLP or the PMP.
So you did misinform me then?
Pardon me?
You did misinform me then? It's misinformation you did give me then?
Well, I don't know what you heard, but sometimes.
No, you came to me. I arranged and I hosted an event, and you came there, and before the event started, you confided certain thing in me.
Okay, and what I confided in you, if I can remember, because I'm 72. So what I confided in you was that I had an agreement with the Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium.
No, we're not talking about no stadium, man. You're told like in a compound. In somewhere around in a 20 before 2016.
Yes.
You told like that you become a no. That why you don't want me talk, man? Why you don't want me talk? You never cut me off.
Go on, sorry.
Yes, I hosted a workshop in a compound somewhere before 2016 there. And when you came early, and me and your reason, and you told me that you decided to become a part of the JLP. Exactly. And I thought it only fair that if I call some people to come to a discussion and a workshop, that I should disclose to them something that they don't know, and if when them find out, they would be surprised and they would feel betrayed by me having somebody who is a part of the JLP in the midst of the discussion, and I don't tell the other people them. By the way, they are like, you don't say, by the way, like Calabar keep a meeting before champs. And me as a coach now bring a KC man or another school person who is part of the planning team for the next team. And I don't reveal to my Calabar pepping up meeting the night before champs that, by the way, I have one of the opposition, I have one of the team members of the other team who would go and beat you at champs tomorrow here. I shouldn't do that without reveal. Matter of fact, I should have consulted the people before. So it's you that tell I that, and I don't tell a lie.
Okay. Can I come in now?
Yes, you are in.
All right, cool. As you said, I revealed to the eye that I am thinking of joining.
But that's not what you tell me. You never tell me that you was thinking. But anyway, go ahead.
But that's what you said earlier.
No, not yes.
You said it.
Yes.
You said what I said.
Whatever it is, you told me that you is now a part of JLP, and I thought it only fair. I thought it only fair. Muta Baruka was there. There was at least 50 other people there. Maxine Store. Maxine Store was there. Yes, all of them was there. And I never telling a lie.
And I didn't. In the beginning, you say I told you that I'm thinking of joining, and you repeated that.
No, I have said over and over that you told me that you're a part of JLP. Okay. So if one at a time I say thinking, don't jump on.
Anyway.
Yes.
I was never.
All right, tell me something now. Why for the past? All right, tell me something now. Why? Oh no, hold on. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this. 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 Why for the past 6 years, you who the whole Jamaica knows that any seat vacant in Jamaica or any by-election, you are going to go there and contest it, and people admire you for that. Why for the past 6 years you have not contested any election anywhere in Jamaica? Why? All of a sudden.
The last general election, I contested against my Cornwall College schoolmate.
Go on. I am where I am. Is you come here? So if anybody could go on, I can't go on. I am here. So next time. Good morning and welcome. I never want to tell him time for go on. I just try to be polite. Good morning and welcome.
Even if I come in 1 o'clock in the night, they can't.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Asman.
Go on.
Hello?
Yes, man. Where they are KPH?
No, man. I'm in the car. I'm in the driver. I'm park here. So, yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it sounds like at the hospital.
Yes. I was saying the Andrew Holness government, they are planning to come up with a republic where the majority of the Jamaican people will not be able to vote for a president. They will have an executive president. It was removed.
No. I hear some people mixing up what is an executive president. You know what is an executive president?
An executive president is the one that the people vote for.
An executive president is a working president who does work and who preside over the runnings of the government. The president that you are referring or thinking about is a ceremonial president, one who them just select, and that is a figurehead. All that person to take salute and read throne speech and go cocktail party and keep Governor General balls till next year and put out the balls and then keep the balls every year in a year. Are they?
Yeah, that is my mistake then. They are trying to come with a ceremonial president.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And they don't want to change the constitution from the constitution that they got from England. They don't want to change. They want to keep it.
Yes.
You know? So with that said, if that happens, I wouldn't consider that a true republic.
No, as I was saying, the concept of modern government and modern democracy and republic requires that the head of the administration, the head of the everyday team that go and make sure say the government services are being delivered, be a separate authority from the parliament. You understand me?
Yes.
The parliament is the set of people who are supposed to be elected in a country and keep discussions about what should be done.
Yes.
The executive is those who take the decisions of what should be done and carry them out. So you have one set of people. You're going back in a nicer place now. You're going back in a nicer place. And that is exactly what... You hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
That is exactly what separation of powers is about, you know. The place where discussion fear go on must be different from the place where the carrying out of the work must go on. One place we stay and we discuss what go on, that name Parliament. The one where carry out the administration, where situate say all of the services must be provided every day for the people. That is executive administration. The administration mustn't be mixed up in the parliament room, because you're going to hear pure parliamentary talk, just like when you hear people in the background. So the separation of powers mean the powers to decide what next must done in the country must be in one group, and the powers to carry out the decision of the parliament must be in a different place carrying it out. Understand?
Yes,
in other
and
words,
I would say no. If we are leaving the Queen as head of state,
which we that? Which we? Who is we?
The government said they are leaving.
But we is not. You is part of the government. Or you talk about we?
No,
you is part of the government.
No, I'm not.
Then why are you saying we?
No. So if
tell me something now. Why is? Hello, hold on, sir. You want to have a good discussion, and I see that you're interested in a discussion. Why is it that all the while you're going in a nice situation to have this discussion?
A fire truck passed a while ago.
I don't want you to explain to me. I don't want you to explain to me is what passing. I want to find out why all the while you want to have a discussion and you're going in a place where nice going to overrun with.
I'm sorry about that, but you know, more time you're on the work and thing.
Then the workplace now have no washroom.
Work on the road. I was driving, you know.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, tell me your idea about what them call separation of powers in our government.
Separation of powers. I'm not 100%, but me I go give you, I'll understand what that I have. Separation of powers meaning certain duties and responsibilities is separated from different arms of the government. For example.
All right, hold on. All right, if you think name separation of powers, that means it is desirable for the powers to be separate, right?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Tell me some of the different powers of government.
Powers of government?
Yeah, that you don't want to separate. The different powers of government you don't want to separate.
For example, maybe parish council is separated from...
No, tell me the power. Power mean what you can do or what you have the potential to do. What powers government have? In a country, what is the usual powers that a government have?
To make laws.
That's one. Make law. Next power.
To make laws right now.
No, don't tell me about right now. Stop. You start right, don't bother transfer into anything wrong. We'll make law is one. Name a next power of government. So
right now, I can't really think about anything right now, but me just think about that one right now, you know.
All right.
Do I have idea?
All right. Like a automobile, you know. What is an automobile?
A vehicle.
A vehicle?
Yeah, a vehicle that moves.
Yes, a vehicle that have the power to move inside of itself. That means on a GPS I move it and you plug in to GPS. It have the power to move inside itself, right? Automobile, right?
Yes. Me I go call you back later because I have to go move now. Yes, sir. So about 2 hours.
I'm here wrong to talk about powerful move. I'm talking about powerful move. I'm fine with my powerful. Thank you very much. That's good. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, big brother Jerry, the automobile just moved.
Yes. The goal post moved too, yeah.
Yeah. My concern now, children in Portmore, school children in Portmore, 2 youth got hit down, one succumbed to the injury, you know, that a bridge.
Jamaica.
Yeah, man, there, man. So, you got killed in Portmore Primary School and one is still in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, I see a next primary school in Portmore that is South Bar Primary, where apparently the children can't come in on the school compound until 7:30.
Yeah.
And when you look outside the school, like 6:15, 10 to 6, there's a bunch of school children outside the school gate.
Yeah,
and
pile up.
A vast area in Southbar School that they could allow the kids to come in, you know, supervised by maybe some parent.
All right. What reason?
What actually happened is that some community people was fighting.
People was fighting.
Yeah, and that fight brought them right to the school children was outside on the street.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous situation.
Physical fight.
Eh?
Physical fight was going on by people in the community.
Yeah, and it traumatized some of the youth them because a knife is a knife kind of situation.
Dangerous weapon, yeah.
So me carry some of them go to school and think the parents was, you know, I said them no want them milk so early, them milk later. But me I said the principal and the school parent association should have come together and volunteer to have some parents come on the compound and let the youth them on the school.
Yes, hear this now. Hold on a little. What is the reason why the school administration is preventing the children from entering before 7:30?
I do have no idea.
All right, I think we should find out what reason them give. If they claim that them need time for the people clear up the school before school start or whatever reason it might be.
No, that's clear from the day before. Man. We know
all right. Because it should.
It's just I don't think him at a well, security guard is there, but I don't think him on the school compound without proper security, basically.
Yes, and therefore, children should be encouraged. Education is to train people about how to behave and get better results. And children should be encouraged to be early and to do things on time and to do things even before time. So I don't think them should have wait until such a late time. Because children should be encouraged to even come a place early and sit down and keep quiet, because this is how them will sometimes develop the habit of just being calm. It is a good habit for people to assemble in great numbers and just sit quiet together. And people who train and do them kind of thing going to be able to carry out a whole heap of kind of work that other nicer people can't carry out.
Definitely.
So as you said, the best thing is for the community through the parents and the teachers to sit down and work out some better way for that. But you have some school administration, you know, where the principal rule and don't listen to anybody else.
Well, that's the problem. The parents that say the principal, he rule the iron fist.
How long that principal been there? Long time?
Yeah, man, over 10 years, over 15 years.
All right, that is sometimes it's because of that why a principal behave that way, you know, because them been there a long time And them say argument done, you know?
Base got that the parents them I tell I.
Yeah.
You know?
You know that the Prime Minister make some statement recently about that, apart from saying argument done, you know. Since that he make some more statement that way, you know. The Prime Minister try to prepare the people of the country for certain things, you know. So every now and again he mention certain things, you know. Last week I hear when mentioned democracy take too long for people to get prosperous. Him said democracy take long to develop prosperity. You did hear him say so? You hear him say so?
No, never hear it.
Yes, but him talk when you prepare, when you roll a wicket, you as a sportsman, you know, so when you prepare a cricket pitch or even a football pitch, you do it little by little. You can't do it just the evening before the match.
Definitely.
So him gradually
spoon feeding a kid.
Eh?
It's like a spoon feeding a child.
Yes, spoon feeding. So him say last week say democracy it take too long to deliver prosperity because democracy have too much rule where, you know, and through that prosperity take hard to come. What do you think he was talking about? He was saying, he was about to tell the people come more the next day, say, him a go bring Jamaica like Singapore, where miraculously turn around and get prosperous in a short period of time, 20 or 30 years. And he was telling the people, them say, in a Singapore, the guy where Lee Kuan Yew where did manage the whole of that transformation. It's not too much of a democrat, it's an autocrat where when him talk, nobody else nothing back. So little by little, wholeness is preparing the people to say, him going to get more and more dictatorial, but is it going to bring them prosperity? So him is like the principal. I don't know the principal in Southborough, but him is like some principal will behave some way like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And next thing, what I'll show you now, in a Portmore again. Apparently, a taxi driver got shot yesterday about 11:15, so I'm up on the road.
Shot dead? Got shot dead?
No, in my life still.
Yeah.
But the news I say like him run over a policeman previously, like a couple of weeks ago.
Run over him?
Like that. But the thing is that
hold on, you say him run over a policeman?
Him try to run him over. So
like a policeman on duty, like outside of a vehicle.
Yeah. So the news say that's what happened.
Yeah.
Say him drive him car and was lift the policeman out of the way, so the policeman has to jump out of the way and him drive off him car. That's what they must say.
Yeah.
But when you look on the video, the man handcuffed. But they handcuff, whether you shoot him in the handcuff, or you shoot him and then handcuff him, you know, something wrong with that.
Something wrong. Something is wrong.
Yeah. And then is a city to take the man to the hospital.
Not the police.
And, no, and you can see a lady, like a trained nurse or something, with a white cloth, a kind of old wound. Push the white cloth under the bread shirt and put pressure upon the wound.
Yeah, yes.
But this man was handcuffed.
Handcuffed. All when she pressed the cloth upon the wound. Him handcuffed.
Him handcuffed. Yeah, man behind him handcuffed. So
what a blood. What a
the cloth while he was handcuffed.
Eh?
The standby say he got shot while he was handcuffed.
Yes.
But even if you shoot him before him, why you handcuff him? Something wrong, man. Something wrong in the country, man.
Of course,
something wrong.
Of course, something wrong with this country. Yes.
And you can see the video. You see it plain and clear.
Yes, and the commissioner of police now, him gifted for talking, you know. You know, he will be able to explain that, though.
Right. It say people must come out and talk what they see, and you know, when certain crime.
But I hear that the
but
school.
The criminals in the parliament, that's the criminal them there. Because every parliamentarian knows about the gun them there.
Hold on. No, just like how the parliamentarian not talking. I heard that the children who get hit down in Portmore, that the people them who saw it, who witnessed the licking down, not talking neither. Why is it that the people who witnessed the licking down not talking?
Yeah, I heard that this morning.
Yeah, why is it that I'm not talking?
But I don't have a clue.
Is it some big guy involved in the licking down? Because sometimes people afraid to talk out because it's some big guy.
Yeah,
Why is the people afraid?
I was surprised to hear that people stand by and say they are not going to talk. So maybe some big guy or some politician or something, I don't know. But it's somewhat strange.
All right, you remember when the parliamentarian, 2 JLP MP now, beat them woman on the video camera. One of them beat one with a stool, beat her, batter her with a stool. And the next one batter them with a gun and take the gun and point on her and threaten to shoot her. License firearm holder, 2 MP. And the police not talk. The police get all the report, but the police not talk. Police get instruction not to talk. You know?
Right, it's sad.
Yeah, but I'm not going to remain sad, you know. I know that we must remove them people, yeah. We the people, as I say, is a minority government. Is you did say minority government like what? Or they call it before?
No, they call it before that, but it's still a minority government.
Yes, yes. Well, minority governments, yes. When we the people have to organize self-government.
After?
Yes. And in the meantime, we have to go learn to take better care of ourselves and take control of our community.
Most definitely, my brother.
And we have to learn how now not to be intimidated by gangster. Because you know, say, every community gangster going to say, yeah man, you get rid of JLP and PNP, but you can't get rid of we rule the community.
True.
Yes, every community have to go find cope with that.
It's a Jerry, most of the gangsters linked to a political party.
All of them. If them not link with the political party, them link with the police. And if them not link with the police, them link with some civil servant and some insurance company. Them link. So them is them and any link, all such links is politics, you know. That's what politics mean, the linking up of people to get their own way. Whichever way you're linking up with, you're alliance of people to get them own way is political activity.
True.
And all that come down under the JLP and PNP up to now.
But they have carry on the work.
Yeah, man.
Carry on the work, so you know what I mean?
Thanks for the information. Here's 11 o'clock.
Man, no love, my brother. Yes, sir.
11. Thanks.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
The Meteorological Service of Jamaica is improving the way we understand the weather through its latest initiative, the Building Resilience Through Climate Adaptation Technologies BRETCAT project. Stay tuned to hear what BRETCAT is all about and how it will change the way you prepare for disasters as well as everyday weather changes.
We always put out our forecasts that indicate what the weather is going to be. But our intention, as we look at the action that needs to be taken by our publics, is to think about what the weather will actually do. How will it impact us on the ground? How will it touch the lives of our people? What should we really expect?
Director of the Met Service, Evan Thompson. He says BRETCAT will change the culture of weather communication in Jamaica in 2 ways. Firstly, by upgrading the forecasting processes used by the agency.
Secondarily, it will be also moving forward into making those forecasts and warnings available to our public in a way that is easily understandable and also a way that is easy to act upon.
BRETCAT was developed through a partnership with several entities, including the United Kingdom UK-based social enterprise Resurgence, the Finnish Meteorological Institute FMI, and executive agency the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, the CCIC. It has 3 components: enhancing the weather services of the Met Service, creating an open data platform, and providing entrepreneurial support. The project is funded by the Inter-American Development Bank with support from the World Meteorological Organization, Climate Kick, and the Caribbean Development Bank to the tune of nearly $1 million. Weather Climate Communication Advisor at Resurgence, Robert Powell, says his company's role is to help the Met Service convert the information it already has into something useful to citizens.
One of the things we are going to do is make weather information much more easily available on your smartphone. And this will happen in a number of ways, but the big way we hope to do it is through the creation of a weather app for Jamaica. There are 1.5 million Jamaicans who have smartphones, and now you have the possibility to have information about the weather exactly in the place where you are for today and the next 5 days on your smartphone whenever you want to look at it.
Early warning information will also be available through the app. Head of Group International Projects at FMI, Matti Erikanen, explains that the mobile app foundation will be the same operationally as is being used in Finland, which increases the sustainability of the app.
We will be installing the FMI-built forecast and early warning production systems. We will be now updating the system and giving further training. And as a new item here, we will be later installing also the mobile application for disseminating the forecast and early warnings, which will boost the dissemination of the weather forecasts and early warnings significantly, I believe.
Resurgence and FMI are aiming to complete development of the app later this year, with hopes to create similar ones across the Caribbean. Stakeholder engagements through a series of workshops is another component which will serve to improve forecasts and early warning systems. Whether you're a farmer, fisherfolk, utility provider, emergency response companies such as the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management ODPEM, or an ordinary Jamaican who likes to stay in the know, BreadCat will improve the way you interpret the weather and enhance your preparedness in the event of extreme weather events. Thanks for listening. I'm Vanessa Silvera.
Rio Grande to the south coast. Hotel workers and man wear off boat. This a for the craft vendors, red cap porters and transportation at airport. Jamaica tourism pension plan, building towards the future. For tourism workers across the island, retirement benefits to contributions. Every worker in the industry, permanent self-employed contract. For your service you deserve security. Yes you do. Tourism workers pension plan, build a bright future. Yes you can. Tourism workers pension plan, workers invest through contributions. All tourism workers, age 80 to 59. Tourism workers pension plan.
Start making your contributions for a brighter future.
For further information, visit mot.gov.jm or call 876-920-4926 to 30.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Value yourself, man. Believe in yourself. It starts with the love of self. The money and the clothes are right, but what matters is a positive mindset, a hopeful spirit. Yeah, man. No focus on things, man. Things don't make the man. Man make the things. Self-love is the greatest love higher. Stop look left and look right and look into yourself. I want to you. Live up. Keep it positive and live your life. Now watch the hype. All a meditation, don't you lose your mind. Live up, don't give up. Slash said that. Man.
Committed to reducing the impact of disasters occurring in Jamaica. We're ever ready to assist you before, during and after a disaster. But everybody have a role to play, so make we work together and follow the plan. Whether rich or poor or where you come from, hurricanes affect everyone, so be prepared. Prevention is better than cure. Be prepared. Listen to ADPEM.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
The Aeronautical School of the West Indies presents Squawk 876, a fun and informative program where you will learn about flying, aircraft systems, weather, maintenance, and much more. Tune in to Bess 100 FM this and every Wednesday at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2¼ Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
1, 2, 3, believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best.
the Wednesday, the 6th of April 2022. And we're into the second hour of the program. We're going to go straight to the telephone, and afterwards we'll catch up with the live chat. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Smart.
Good morning, welcome to the program. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Smart.
Well, go on.
I'm here, you know?
Yes, sir.
4 quick points.
I'm Mr. Paul Willis.
No, not Mr. Paul Willis, sir.
This is a man from Wolaba. Are you Eugene this?
Yes, sir, are you Eugene? This is what I tell you, Eugene.
Well, go on.
Yeah, I'm going to know.
Yeah.
Monday I was in the class, and the young lady was talking about a few things.
Yeah.
One of the few things which I acknowledge was when I was explaining about asthma. Alright. You know what I understand when you tell people, say, you go and do the research of anything you tell them. They love to tell us to go and do the research. I can understand that when we do the research, I will see the facts and for to share with us. You make when where you talk again, the reason get better. I will understand each other more.
Yes, yes.
I will follow you with more interest. I was in the classroom Saturday, Monday, and I was talking to a lady, and when I reached the topic of the asthma, what the asthma does. Asthma, they said, if my memory serves me right, they said like asthma can trigger off stress, and stress can trigger off asthma.
Yeah, that is what I have heard and been told, yes.
And when I heard they said that cold bug washed me from head to toe, and one reason why I lost a friend probably about a month now, a big man.
Yeah.
And I lost that friend, I lost him because he have a farm and some animal. I don't know if some animal go by his farm and destroy a portion of his farm, right? And he go to his bed, and after one, like the asthma raise up on him from the mid, like some more 9, 10 o'clock, and take him wicked in the after hours. I know, so they rushed him to go to the hospital, him dead by the asthma.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's the stress of all the goat eat on his farm trigger off the asthma. And when I hear that, I said to myself, I wonder why you always say to us, go and research what you tell us. And when we go on to the research, we can follow with more interest.
Yeah.
We can follow the reason with you with more interest.
So if you know that you have a tendency to asthma, and you go buck up in our problem, one of the first things you should do is prepare yourself. Say, all right, I'm not going to get flustered. And because you know that if you get flustered and say, God, you know that gonna make it. That's supposed to make it more come down upon you more.
Alright, so next time. I should call it from Monday, but so today my day. So I'm gonna use one stone and kill 2 birds.
Yeah.
That today's the day when the name Eugene. I feel guilty, it's just nothing to you, but it bring a hangover on me. I feel guilty because I should supposed to come and link you from last year.
Yeah.
And it rests on my conscience because I don't like to use words. I like to live by my words. I like to make my words be my banner.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell you something I want to, keep up to my word. So I feel guilty. That's why I don't even call much. Like I feel guilty if you know that I give you my word. If I'm going to come and link you, and I don't come and link you. But I said I have to call you to make you understand that while I was in the classroom, I experienced that about the asthma.
Yes,
but you see, for the birthday now, it's small.
You mean today your birthday?
Yes, man, that's what I say.
Yes, I did hear, but I want to be sure if I get the understanding. Yeah, man, that's good for you, man. Great.
That's something I'm calling Monday. I'm going to wait till Wednesday I call you about Monday argument. You know what I mean? Because this one is the one who's 2 birds.
All right.
But just the birthday of me, you have to keep the birthday, I keep it when I down low. Because, you understand, say, many people might don't like this, what I'm about to say, but many people might understand.
Yeah.
Understand, say, friendship now become like a partner draw or a partner chore. So, when I analyze those things, I understand that certain things that just keep people that down low, like on my birthday. And you have friends who give you things and not looking for nothing in return. And you have friends who give you things and looking for many things in return.
Yeah.
All right. I'm accustomed to a few friends I have. They know you can buy yourself a beer and then buy you a beer. They force a beer upon you. And they think give you a beer today. If they call 2-3 days later, they want to call you and demand back on 4 beer from you.
Yeah.
You understand? Yes, man.
That's not a friend, man. That's a friend. That's not a friend.
So, me, you know, whether you're now, I say, I don't really, I can't buy myself a beer. Because, you know, I keep going to buy a beer today and then now you're there. 3-4 miles from me, I'm busy, I will call me now, come by back and beer, me can't come to you now. You say, boy, me a style, you Jamaican talk, me a style. So I say, no, I'm going to skip my birthday for a down low. You know what I mean? But it's a good day. And on my day, this and I appreciate it the day when I was really come on this planet here.
Yeah.
I was here talking to a caller earlier on, and like I said to the person, say, yes, something wrong with this country. And I say, the teacher, I look at some mistake. I don't think nothing wrong with the country. I think something wrong with the people in this country.
Well,
Jamaica's a nice place.
Well,
people in mind just gradually corrupt and start.
Hold on. Yes. You said the people in mind corrupt?
Not all the people in. Some people in mind, not all people.
Well, that is why I ask you, because
yes, sir.
I don't think that you would have a country or a population where all of the people minds stay one way.
Sorry. Thank you, correction, yes.
You know,
that
so
each time I talk, I always care about myself with that speech. I usually use that speech regularly.
Yeah.
I want to get the full understanding and the awareness from the youth that don't use the word everybody and no, some people.
Yeah.
I mean, you teach me that.
And the same people mind who is corrupted now, some of them, by another time, them mind can get cleansed, you know.
I believe so.
And the same people mind were clean now.
They get corrupt.
At another time can get corrupted because the corruption come from outside and contaminate the mind there. You know?
Yes.
So every day, although we expect good from the people that we know, and although we expect good from even people we don't know, every day different things affect people, and the same person who was in a different mood 2 months ago can be in a different. So it is great to keep your mind open, but when it open, you know, just open and fully open and aware that that's why when people greet one another, a lot of people greet one another with greetings, but it's just them not really mean it. Like they say, hello, wagwan, or everything all right. A lot of people do that just as a formality, but them not really listen. But it is good when you're greeting one another to mean what you're saying. In other words, you want to know if everything all right, and you're paying attention to the person, and you really want to know, say, if you say you're still in a good mood, like when I did say 2 years ago and so on. And so gradually, when you meet up with people, you will be able to assess them and get a feeling and know whether, boy, I wonder if this is the same nice person, or if since that time something corrupt their mind. So that's why every time you greet people, you're supposed to be sincerely inquiring about what's going on with you now. Everything all right? Or you feel bad, or you give up on people, or you used to give up on people and you feel good about people now. And when sometimes when you meet some people, you know, hear them say, yeah man, everything all right, you know that I got saved recently and I'm living a new life. That can be true, you know. So all the while, it is good for us to catch up with people. You catch up on one another by finding out what is the latest with you now, because the latest with you now can be improvement or it can be a deterioration. Yeah man, good for link up now and again, you know? Alright, enjoy the rest of your birthday. I'll play a piece of music for you too.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Later.
Thank you, bro. Next call. Good morning, welcome.
Bongo, Jerry.
Go on.
Good morning.
Yeah, man, who this? A Fear Club?
Yeah, no, man, Biggs.
Are you know, sir? Yeah. How come you always associate the name Fear Club with you? Are you the same one me I talk about, man?
I used to have a birthday name Colin Fear Club in school, you know.
Are you one of some years now, I don't hear you?
Yeah, me there, man. Hey, I couldn't make it pass as a music man.
Eh?
I couldn't make this pass as a music person.
Yeah. So you
as me being a music person. I heard a man call you yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he got his research from, but he was saying that there were no ska bands in Jamaica. SKA bands.
Yes.
Bands, right?
Yes.
Well, for his information, you have Byron Lee and the Dragoneers.
Still around.
You have the Scatterlights.
No, the Scatterlights still a play?
No, but you still, you know what I mean? You have Desmond Decker.
No, but I'm talking about no, do you know?
What you're talking about, present now?
Yes.
Oh, Well, the Whalers. Hold on there. No, Bob Marley and the Whalers. Okay.
I don't think.
I thought he really said that basically they had none.
Well, I was encouraging him not to state it so finally, but to check it out.
Yes.
Because I know that although there might be is likely to be very few scabban in Jamaica, I believe you still have a couple who even amateur people who play just for them pleasure every now and again.
Yeah, then like look at Fab 5.
Yes.
Don't Fab 5 play scatter?
Them play ska, of course, and I was going to name. I did start name some yesterday, and I was going to name them.
Yes.
Because the first one I named, so I'm sure that the Alpha Boys band is a ska band. And the Alpha Boys band always changing, because new boys coming into the band every day. But one thing I know, Alpha Boys band is a ska band. Nobody couldn't tell me no.
Yes. I think Pembroke Hall too, you know. I think Pembroke Hall band plays scatter, you know.
Oh yes, the wonderful the wonderful band I use. It's a good thing to remind about them.
Yes, man, because I went actually to watch them already. I've been on several occasions.
It's about 2 years now.
Yeah,
I don't experience them, you know.
Yes. You know, playing the music thing, yeah. What do you think about the Grammy thing?
Well, as I was saying to a couple of people, and as I see somebody, a guy named what them call Heavy D's, it look like he's a Jamaican producer.
Yes.
Saying and the Gleaner today the same thing I was saying to some other people. Music that become popular music.
Yes.
Is no longer belong to one set of people.
Okay.
And that's why it is now popular music. Popular means things that a lot of people
it's
support.
Very,
most of the people, or a lot of people support. And going further than popular music is world music.
Deal with frequency.
Yeah, going further than popular is world music.
Yes.
Music that is part of the world trend or influence the world trend to go in a different direction.
Yes.
And Jamaican music has long, generally speaking, been like a world music, like Calypso is a world music.
Definitely.
And once it is a music that is enjoyed widely outside of the place of origin.
Yes.
There is no way that you could sensibly and reasonably restrict the competition of it to the only people from Jamaica, or only people from the originating source.
Exactly.
You know, all English. Yes. English originate in England, the language.
Yes, yes.
But England is used all over the world now.
English, yes.
And how could the English be try to restrict the award of good English to only people who come from England?
Definitely. It's a worldwide spoken language.
Yes.
You know, spoken in practically every country now. You check
it's
it.
It's spoken all over the world.
Every country in the world.
Yeah. At one time it was French.
Yes.
That was given that credit, you know.
Yes.
But English is more widely spoken now than French. And one day, maybe 100-year time, if things continue like we look now, one day maybe Chinese become the international.
Yeah, by them dominating, you know. So.
And them spreading, is not just a domination, no. It's a rate at which them spreading.
Definitely.
And all the numbers of people that travel to that country and come out back. You know, say a whole heap of musicians in Jamaica can talk Japanese.
Yes. I would be surprised.
Yeah, a lot of musicians in Jamaica gradually pick up Japanese. So a lot of Jamaican musicians live in Japan.
You know? Yes, yes. But you know that even the Grammy winners, they said that they assisted a lot of Jamaicans got assistance from them too, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the word
them help. You mean the foreign group help back some Jamaicans?
Yes.
Well, that happens all the while in every sport, in every trade, in every culture. That always happens.
Definitely. You have, I mean, things like your Google and so on, and you can Google certain things and so on, and in other countries, people show you things and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When Bob Marley started to modernize him organization, him music, him musician, them, him rehearsal, all different kind of thing.
Yes.
Several times in Bob Marley career between the 70s to when him died in 81.
Yeah.
At least 2-3 times there was big complaint and outcry say Bob not playing authentic reggae again. Too much wah-wah guitar and too much rap music in it.
Why, Bongo Jerry, Bob Marley music is a different beat and tell from every other music, you know. It's just like groups like the Jackson 5 and so on. You know, the Jackson 5 beat, the doom, 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 and that sort of beat and so on.
Yeah.
Different totally, you know.
Yeah, but and you know, say it's not Bob Marley bring that about, you know.
No.
It's mostly family man and him brother.
Yes.
Some of the guitarists.
Yes.
Keyboard man like Tyrone Downey.
Yes.
Blackwell have an input in it too. Stevie Wonder have an input in it too.
Definitely, most definitely.
Because music is like the sexual attraction between man and woman.
Yes.
Eventually, man and woman getting involved with partner from many different communities outside of their own community. They might only have children with one kind of woman, but them have one kind of man, but them have contact with all kind of different people, and you know.
Yeah, because for myself, I'm a music addict, you know.
Yes.
I'm addicted to music, you know. Definitely. You know what I mean?
No, it's
I mean a song like Stir It Up.
Yeah.
Bob Marley, that's a ska song.
Yeah.
You know? So I mean,
and it never really started as ska, you know.
No.
Stir It Up create when the Wailers start play Rocksteady.
Yes.
Matter of fact, it was a typical. It was one of the typical Rocksteady because it was a slowing down of the music.
Okay.
And then they'd have some man like Johnny Moore, the trumpeter, who did get involved with them, and some of the drummers and the counters and all them, and they kind of get a more slower and rockier sound, you know.
Yes.
And Stir It Up was one of the anthem of that whole. Because the Wailers did resist Rocksteady, didn't they? Didn't know that?
No, I didn't really know that.
Yeah, man, the Wailers did resist Rocksteady and go and sing ska past the time when other people are play rock. I'm on top of when name Devaluation. Remember music by Wailers named Devaluation?
Devaluation.
When them say Pound Get a Blow. 1969 when Pound Get a Blow, 1967.
I must play it though.
1967.
1967, I must Google it and play it.
Yeah, them say Devaluation, Pound Get a Blow.
Yes.
You know? You got to bend down low. And hear the chorus, not the chorus, one of the next verse say. Talk about Rocksteady, Pound Get a Blow. One of these days I'm gonna get ready to bend down low.
Okay.
I get ready
yes,
them, I get ready now. I get ready them, I get ready say, alright, we're gonna start play some Rocksteady because them did a resist it for a while. May I tell you about that?
Yes.
And the musician them help me all that. Scratch Purrs and next man help me all that. But one of the first greatest helper was Joe Higgs.
Okay, Joe Higgs.
You know? And so many times them music change. Bob Marley go to America for nearly a year and come back. And bring back a whole of American influence in the music. Them did start out with the American influence. Coming from Ray Charles and Impression. All kind of thing.
Yeah, why it's Sly and Robbie, man. Them really keep it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Robbie is no longer with us. I thought I would have seen it. It's send off for him, man.
Yeah, I was there, you know. A lot of things I don't get around to.
Yes,
you know?
You don't get around to come and so on.
Yeah.
You know, I saw my good friend Light Parks down there. He was down there, you know.
Yeah. Robbie Briggs.
Light Parks and a couple of other men. I got to meet what's his name there, Doug Gore.
Yeah, this the first time first time Mr. Sly and Robbie play live, 1973.
Yes, man.
Out one big beach out going out to Elsha. What's the name again?
Out to Elsha,
yes, a beach on the way out to Elsha.
Fort Clarence, no?
Fort Clarence.
Yes.
Peter Tosh a perform, you know.
Yes.
And them a back him. That time them young, you know. But them a become well known.
Yes.
And them a back Peter Tosh, and Peter Tosh
like... Robbie was a Rastafarian, right?
Yeah. Who?
Yes.
Who?
Robbie was a Rastafarian at one time?
Well, him have on locks from time to time. After a while, him take it off and him shave all him beard and him...
Yeah.
All them thing there. But the Rastafari is not about here, so...
No.
Yeah. So anyway...
Yes.
Peter Tosh like Bunny Wailers, you know, is a man where when him a play, them is a man where think and talk about a lot of issues, more than Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And frequently when them a perform, them will either stop and start talk or in the middle of music, especially if it's a protest music. Them will start talk.
Okay.
So Peter touch a play music, man, and Sly and Robbie are back him and him stop playing guitar. Peter to stop playing guitar and start talking, you know, and put him and catch him on pan Kimbo, you know, so I'm ready for talk now.
Yes.
And him a talk, you know. 5 minutes, you know, 10 minutes, and Sly and Robbie are hold the rhythm behind there. Till when I time them a talk long, all the crowd I get restive, you know.
Yes, man.
And Sly now go make a little drum roll.
Yes.
So go tell Peter Touch, say, wake up back this thing, and Peter Touch, he make a little small drum roll now, and Peter Touch kind of look around and go and talk, you know.
Yeah.
And Sly, 3 minutes later, Sly go make a next little drum roll, and Peter Touch turn around and say, how we are?
When give him some tailored words?
So what you up to? What you not do? What you do?
When we gave him some
Hold on,
fabricated
man. So what you up to?
Come you know him?
Hold on, man.
Yeah, go on, man. Go on.
Him tell some of them up to about 5 times and I look upon them. But you know, say him just beginning now. Him say, hear me now, how we are try rush? I will not try rush. Him say, how the ballistic
no, man.
blood, fire, and some elongated and hyphenated word of choice.
Yeah.
And one of them must rob you, one of them must give out a laugh and hold on him and go and play. At that time, Peter Touch, I was about 15 minutes out of cussing that, you know, before him get back to him talking, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, call me again soon, man. Long time away from him.
Bongo Jerry.
Cool now.
I want you to play Buckingham Palace, which is one of the most controversial songs to me.
All right,
ever sung by Peter Tosh.
Our next call?
Yeah, a next song?
No, wait. Call me again later, but we're going to put on that.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Peter Tosh, go.
Yes, sir. Next call, I want out there. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Bongo.
Yes, sir. I know you'd have to wait a little while. It was a long time I don't hear from my brethren.
Okay, no problem.
Sabla Marman this.
I'm the blind teacher from
Sabla Marman. Hello. Sabla Marman this.
Yes, man. Blind teacher from Sal.
Yes.
Yes.
Go on. Talk up a little louder.
I'm sorry. Yeah, a couple of points. One, the English language.
Which one?
I've often said that if you go to Tokyo in Japan, and transact something, take a taxi, for example, and go into a store, you can take out a US dollar or dollars and pay. If you go to Sao Paulo in Brazil, you can't do the same thing. What I'm saying is in Dutch in the Netherlands or Russia or anywhere you go in the world, Jamaica, Canada, you name it, you can take out US dollar and pay for service or goods. So the US dollar is like a universal money. It's one of the easily spent money I accept. Cuba too, because I've been there and they readily accept US dollars. You name it.
Yes.
So the US dollar is like a universal money. I submit that the English language is like that too, because there are many countries in Europe and even in Russia where it is mandatory that you have to learn English. Now, some European countries also, they kind of envy us.
Envy which us?
Envy us, I said envy us.
Envy us. Yeah.
Not envy us, not.
Yes.
ENVIOUS.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue.
Yes.
So Alan Magnon said he had a friend who was going to Italy. He reminded me of when I went to Cuba with some teachers. My wife was studying Spanish, so and some more. So when they passed thing on the show, you see everybody run to them Spanish English dictionary.
Yeah.
So Alan Magnon said he had a friend who went to Italy. So when he was going, he said his friend bought an Italian English dictionary, look up things and so on, and study as much as he could. So when he reached there, he put into practice as much as he could what he had learned. So he said it was one of those men who loved butcher, the meat, you know, like to go to the supermarket and so on because you don't know how long it's there.
Yeah, more the fresh meat.
Pardon me? You want the fresh meat?
Him no want a ranking meat, him want fresh meat.
Yes. So he tried to find an abattoir, and he did find one where he was. And every week or so he would go there. Yeah. So he practiced and speak to the butcher and the developers and like that. When he was about to leave the last week, he spoke and told it in Italian. The man said, "Boy, this is the last they're going to see me and so on now." He said, Alan Magro said, all the time the man has been going there, you know, it's Italian, this two of them is speaking.
Yeah.
And when the man told him that, you know, I won't be coming back and so on, he said, all of a sudden, the butcher started speaking some proper English.
Yes.
So the man said, wait, all this time you know English? He said, yes, man, everybody, it's like almost everybody in Italy know English.
Yes.
But before they cannot go to England and so on, but they do English.
Yes,
so I said, I think it behoves us to learn English. Not that you can learn patois. That is why I try to learn English as much as possible. Because it is a universal language, you have to say.
Yeah. What them used to call universal language?
I don't know.
Lingua franca.
Okay. What language is that?
That is Latin language, but I think it means the language of the Franks.
Okay, yes. Because
the Franks never especially mean Frenchman at that time. You know. It's later on Frank come to mean French. But before it mean French, it mean the people them outside Italy to the north, I think, and to the north and to the west, where would I mean all even German. Because, you know. But it mean the language of widely used.
Okay. Because many of the languages, what we call modern language, have like come from Latin. Because
I know that is a prejudice. That is a kind of bias, you know. Because they talk about modern language, a really European language, I mean.
Okay. Think the Italian and Portuguese and Spanish fairly close, you know. Some of the words you might see them, like Poco.
Yeah, Spanish and Portuguese is very close, like
Poco.
And Latin not too far from them neither, you know. I mean Italian.
Yeah, because most of the languages now have a root Latin, according to the English and Spanish and so on, they have a Latin original, Latin base.
Well, English have a lot of Latin base, but it have more German.
Okay.
I think it have more German and some other Northern European influence. It have French.
So
it have French.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Two quick points.
Yeah.
Do they have a jazz section in the Grammy?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. And why I mentioned that is, if they had a jazz section in the Grammy, are we saying only people from New Orleans are the jazz originate, right?
Yeah.
Are we
the
saying
South,
only people from New Orleans are from, I will state that, Louisiana or
I think so.
Louisiana capital of whatever. Only people from that era should I get the prize?
Yeah, should qualify to
because jazz originated in New Orleans. If they had a calypso section, it's only people from Trinidad should I get that prize.
Exactly. I remember Jamaican people in the 80s and 90s start to complain, say too much soca I play Jamaica and too much carnival and this and that and that. And I had a sense of something, and when I go to Trinidad the first time, I realized on several more Caribbean islands. In a Trinidad, normally, and mostly reggae me I hear a play now.
There you go.
And it's mostly around carnival time now when you hear strictly calypso. Just like how in a Jamaica, you hear whole heap of soca one time. Whole heap of soca almost as much as reggae. And it wasn't the people choosing it. It was more the choice of the radio station them. And some of the upper income people them where would have more influence about what play in a public.
So I just mentioned that to say that I don't think we should be saying is most that a Jamaican group or a Jamaican singer must get the Grammy. You know, that is the basis on which I'm saying jazz is originated in New Orleans. I don't think because the classical music originated wherever in Britain or wherever, and they have
there are many. there are many classical music because classical is a description of a certain standard. So there's not one classical music. The European try to impose on the world that classical music means European orchestra and chamber music, but that's not the only classical music.
Okay, but I guess people who study music, I mean, all that, there's a period they have named Baroque, B-A-R-O.
Baroque, yeah, Baroque.
So if you come around like Beethoven, they have them on Chopin, Ethiopia in Chopin, and Tchaikovsky was a Russian and so on. So people like those in that era, they have competition with violin and different
string instrument and wind instrument and all kind of thing.
Right. I'm probably singing to the opera. So what I'm saying is, are you saying that if they have a competition, it's only people from Europe also should get the prize?
Yes, well, that is what dominant people and dominant cultures do, you know. They try to dominate everyone else and get the compliance of everyone else to say that their style of thing is the greatest and everything else come after. That is what dominant.
That is the greatest. But who should get the prize? If we have 3 violin players up there playing Beethoven or wherever it is, you are saying the Englishman should win because England. So what I'm saying is, if records are being sold and produced, and more people buy the group named Soldier, and not them to get the prize, then not necessarily that somebody is from Jamaica because a Jamaican is who get the most vote or who the committee vote for or what it is.
Yes, well, I have to go now, but let me say and let me point out that it is similar to the sentiment that many Jamaicans might entertain up to a while when reality faced them back. Saying impossible for anyone to run faster than Bolt. All these things are foolishness. And in a short period of time, you come to the reality, say, don't talk no damn foolish about it, no one can ever beat Bolt and no one can beat the Jamaica team. Foolishness.
Okay then.
Calling me on my phone when I am on the air doing my program.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, man. Next call. Good morning
Hello?
and welcome.
Hello?
Morning, welcome.
Oh, morning, welcome, Brother Jerry. No, I just want to recap in more or less the argument that they're talking about the reggae nomination. And
yeah, man, the Grammy.
You know, it's that musicians feed off each other.
Yes.
And we start something, and other people learn from it, and we copy, and you got fusion of music, and that's how music spread, like high life, calypso, and all those. So we have to feed off each other and share the joy of whatever.
That is why it is long said and widely agreed that music is one of the international languages.
Yes.
You know? Because music is enjoyable by anyone, and music from any source is appreciable. People can appreciate music from any source. Not everybody appreciates music from any source, but it is highly appreciated by many from any source.
Yes, and we must remember as well that Jamaica is a little island, and for Jamaican musicians to make a living, they have to go abroad and tour. So the music has spread, so it helped Jamaican people as well, you know, to earn money. Because Jamaica couldn't pay all the musicians they got in Jamaica if they stayed in Jamaica alone.
No, that's why musicians go on
Brazil,
tour.
United States, those places, you know, Japan, Brazil. So I personally think places like Japan and Brazil and even, you know, over France, one of them should win the Grammy sometime to come. That's how the music is.
It is natural to think that way, but logically speaking, the best people and the best performance should win usually, rather than say one of them must win one at a time. You know?
Yeah, again, we have to realize that that Grammy in the US there. But I mean, why Jamaica can't have their own Grammy as well?
No, Jamaica, every country can have their own competition and awards. But the bigger populations, the communities with the bigger populations are going to be able to afford a bigger promotion. That is just natural. Bigger promotion, bigger market, wider spread, and many different nationalities of people live inside of America, of the United States, and any large country that have a mixed population, they are also going to send out back content of what them consume back to them own country. So the Latino in America who get for like reggae is them make them home country in Mexico or Cuba and so on also get for hear back reggae now. And the Jamaican who's living in America and get for like jazz, send home some jazz record to them relative in Jamaica, make we get for. So this is how things go. A large country, a large population, especially if that population is mixed, is going to have more influence than a small country. But now and again, a small country like Jamaica have influence far greater than the size of the country. Jamaica, that's why we get spoiled, you know, because we have been having far more influence than the size of the population, and we get spoiled and start feel like say we must dominate things. You know, it's spoiled. We get spoiled.
Because what am I say? Jamaica is a lightweight box and them throw a heavyweight punch.
Yes.
Yes, and I say what I'm saying as well, when artists like, you know, Eric Clapton record Bob Marley song I Shot the Sheriff, it boosts Bob Marley as well.
Yes.
And also, Barbara Streisand did record one of Bob Marley song about rub up on my belly like guava jelly. And it boosts him because Barbara Streisand is a big time singer, because I remember when I was in England, she did a show at this Royal Albert Hall. And the cheapest ticket was about £100, Brother Jerry. That's to show you the power she have. So when she record one of your songs, you should glad it helps you gain from it financially.
So
just like how Lord Creator Kenry Patrick, when UB40 record Kingston Town, him get a change off it.
Don't get a change, he must be able to live off of that record.
Thank you very much. So it's a good thing, you know, to have this thing going between, you know, you work with each other and the music has spread more and more. Because at one time you hear people say after Bob Marley reggae dead, but it's not true. The music still has spread.
People go overboard. And not only that. One of the greatest public speakers of all time, even though some people might dispute it, Haile Selassie. He made a speech that was very famous and went very far. And yet, when Bob Marley take that speech and put it to music, it went even much further. Although Bob Marley can't even compare with Haile Selassie. He had him amplify Haile Selassie words.
True.
But thank you very much, dear sir.
Yeah, man, thank you for letting me speak, you know.
Yeah, man, you have plenty to talk, and you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, all right. We talk again soon, yeah?
Thank you very much, dear sir. You have any more? Boy, and next hour pass and all, now I'm going to start with the live chat. Go ahead. Good morning, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, well, good morning, Brother Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as we're talking about the music, you know, one of there's a reggae artist from out of South Africa, Lucky Dube.
Yeah.
We can't just look at reggae and say we want to play it because Lucky Dube is a great reggae singer, you know.
Yes, man.
I love anywhere I hear reggae, Lucky Dube music, I play, I pick up and listen, you know, man.
Yeah, man.
And then there's a next artist from out of St. Kitts. It's St. Kitts and the Nevis, and someone of the Caribbean name, Akibeka, the band name Midnight.
Yes. Come like all the next one named Eddie Grant.
Yes. But it wasn't really just for the last conversation was about the music. What I really want to talk about is the constitutional reform that we really and truly need.
Yes.
Because them saying that they're going to change from queen to president and all of that, it makes no sense to just change the name of the title and still feed the fat cow.
It is the politicians most of that don't make sense, you know. because not because them fool, but because they are playing a game.
Yes.
What happened is that the Constitution of Jamaica that the Jamaican population has been convinced that is their constitution. It's not the Constitution of Jamaica at all. This constitution was designed by the British.
From Westminster, Westminster style of government.
Yeah, hold on. It was designed by the British in their school, and it was rehearsed with their students, because the JLP and the PNP was the students of the British. They wasn't strictly the students of the British. The PNP did study kind of widely, and then them come together and form an organization. So then them did study Russia, them study England, them study America, them study a little piece of Africa, and decide to form a popular organization in Jamaica. And then now Bustamante was part of them organization until him break away. But generally speaking, the PNP did look up to the British Labour Party, and some of them look up to the British intellectual or educated tradition. And eventually, both the JLP and the PNP become students of the British way of thinking, whether socialists or love monarchy. And eventually the British find ways to honor Bustamante and to honor Manley and to give Manley more ratings through QC. Manley earn a lot, Norman Manley earn a lot of credit for himself, But after earning a lot of credit as an athlete, as an intellectual, as a soldier, the British honor him with honors like QC and them kind of way there. Then little more them honor Bustamante with a knighthood, and by giving them these honors, them create a bond between the British and Bustamante, and between the British and Manley. And the British and Manley and the British and Bustamante start to kind of think more alike and agree with one another, and agree that they know best, they know better than the people of Jamaica, and they decide to design a constitution. It's not the people of Jamaica really designed that constitution. So it's not our constitution, and therefore them still trying to influence us. The PNP and JLP is still trying to influence us by telling us that, okay, it was we who made this constitution, so let us adjust it, because you the public don't really know much about this kind. So them convince the public that them know more than we. We know as much as them, and we know better than them.
We must know more better than them, because we don't want to change it. We want constitutional reform. We want a constitution for ourselves.
Yes, we will make a constitution. We don't want no reform. It will be done. It will be done.
Will be done.
And the PNP and the JLP.
We need to start studying the French Revolution.
Yeah, it suits us to study all revolutions. And we get a wide and a general education about political maturity. And when you study the revolution, including the American Revolution, you know that you have a right. Whenever you become prepared and ready, you have a right and a duty to overthrow this present system. It's a duty.
Yes, because a line in the Declaration of Independence said, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to resolve the political bonds that sell them one to another.
Yeah.
You understand?
It becomes your right now to overthrow that system, even if it includes the use of force.
Even if it includes, then
without apology.
Of a nation without the spilling of some blood.
Yes, without apology. That's why.
Without any apology.
Exactly. So when we know what we're talking about, like how me and you know what we're talking about, we don't have to apologize to any guy. And the guy them know that they are illegitimate, They know, but then they know that most of the public don't know that they are illegitimate, a set of political bastards.
And it is true, a lot of the people don't know, because I deal with a lot of people. I operate a business where I deal with a lot of people. And believe you me, for years I've been fighting the tyrannical. The other day I make a quote to one of them carry me a quote and everything. And in front of the judge, when we start talking about them tyrannical behavior and all of that, not for them surprised, because them don't expect.
Yes, the judge will look on you good and I listen to you good. And the lawyer them in the room, not only I listen to you good, the lawyer in the room, some of them become jealous and would like to shut you up too.
When it was when I made a no case submission, and the clerk of court was to speak, she said, yeah, the judge said, I see you, I understand that it's a hard task.
You understand that one?
When the clerk of court was to speak, after I made a no case submission, and the clerk of court was to speak, the clerk of court made a sign, and the judge said, I understand your plight.
Yes.
Because guess why? We just need to start reading. Because it was out of just reading that I know how to get out of them, because they wanted to lock me up since from me speaking to my rights.
Yes. When you don't...
Because the police come disrespected me, and when I get bring on, I want to come talking about Queen's uniform.
Yes.
Queen's uniform?
Yes.
The Queen who sit down and refuse to apologize for the murder and the rape of one sector.
Yes, it's the Queen cloth, him have on.
The Queen's cloth, as you call it?
Yes.
So when I explain, I heard you said many years ago, you call them nothing but the state chambermaids,
Yes, of course, I'm a chambermaid. And chambermaid is who carry out the chimney. And them not carry out the chimney when it's empty. When it's full, when it's silent.
Thank you. And when I decried them and I started making nice man and them charged me with this, threatening them and all of that.
Yes.
Because I said, the powder keg is full, and when you continue to knock a full powder keg, it's not going to be pretty,
Exactly.
Because the nature of people is to survive, the nature of every living thing.
At any cost. At any cost.
Just born, their nature is to find food,
Yes.
And if we cannot eat legally, we are going to do so. That is why the crime in this country will never get better. And if some of the people able to eat legally.
Yes, if we cannot eat legally, something is wrong with the law, not with the food.
Thank you very much. They won't allow us to survive right. So guess what happened? When I said to them, if I am not allowed to make an honest living, I am not afraid to kill.
That is why.
I will kill. I say I will kill to eat,
Yes.
Then charge me, say I will going to kill them.
That is why one of the great thinkers and writers said that the tree of freedom must be watered with the blood of tyrants.
Which is right.
The blood of tyrants must be made available to water and fertilize the tree of freedom.
And who was that? Let me see if I can remember or read that.
I can't even remember. Try remember, see if you can remember.
Okay. Because seriously, man.
Well, it's a great talk. It's a great agricultural lesson.
Yes, man.
So make tyrants build up themselves.
Them take time, but we have to know them, make them stay, they go and hang themselves, Then we have to give them rope to hang themselves.
Yes, man, Rope them
because
in.
This brown nose, as me hear calling, which yesterday was it brown nose guy?
Yeah, brown nose.
Yes, these brown nose people. When the election was held, I grew up under the PMP government, right? So I saw the corruption, and I believe me, I could not respect them. So I saw this young guy coming up. I said probably he'll do something better.
Yes.
I saw how Papa Tax was a puppet of the IMF. I said probably it's better to put this guy than to put Papa Tax, who would be a puppet of America. But him worse.
Yes.
He's even worse.
Yeah, man. Because the same gets spoiled. Being spoiled is the worst. The worst thing is for a human being to be spoiled. And you usually get spoiled when you're young. And the first thing he was spoiled with, because he was named Andrew, when Bruce Golden nominated him to take over leadership of the JLP, some journalists also brown-nosing start to refer to him as Prince Andrew. And he enjoyed being referred to as Prince Andrew till him start to take it serious, and him go on and take it serious till Portia Simpson Miller beat him in an election where him never have to call it that time, but because he was hearing the name Prince Andrew called every day, it flatter him and get carried away. Portia Simpson Miller beat him. I mean, the PNP beat him, led by Portia Simpson Miller. Little more, she and the PNP turned themselves in an idiot. Him beat them back 2016. Him and the JLP beat them back 2016. And being coached by Siaga, him adapt many of Siaga ways and autocracy. And him find it to pay him off. And him still upon the same route there. And the latest thing now, he must sell himself as a Lee Kuan Yew and warning you said democracy nah go make you get rich. Just give him a chance, little, to be a autocrat like Lee Kuan Yew. But
okay, he wants to be an autocrat. Well, he needs to go find out what happened in the days of terror during the French Revolution, because it seems as if that is what he wants.
Yes. But gambling is gambling. That's why them keep a lot of their money abroad. So although them are going, so them are gamble still, and them have plenty of their money abroad, and organizing to fly out from different places. Them don't want to get confined to just Norman Manley and Donald Sangster Airport. So them organize the army airstrip that them can leave emergency there, or the Fleming Airport in Rockabissa. Only for emergency place, or them have helicopter can carry them go to sea from one yacht and then them reach our next place.
On your dial. Keep listening.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez with the JIS Midday News for Wednesday, April 6. Coming up, more hospitality workers back on the job. Tourism Ministry expecting over 2 million visitors this calendar year, and Foreign Affairs Ministry looking to develop registration app for diaspora. The news in detail after the break.
Household workers. Did you know that as a worker, you too can benefit from the NIS? Yes, you too can contribute to the NIS and access benefits such as health insurance, maternity allowance, retirement pension, and others. And get this, the contribution is only $250 per week. So if you're a household worker, chauffeur, gardener, or caregiver, contact the nearest NIS office. Ask about registering and making your contributions to the National Insurance Scheme. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Now the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica's candidature for the post of Secretary General of the Commonwealth will augur well for the Caribbean region as well as small island developing states. Last week, the government announced its intention to put forward Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith as a candidate for the post.
The opportunity that presents itself for her to lead the work of the Commonwealth will redound to the greater benefit of the 2.5 billion persons who comprise the Commonwealth of Nations. This can only redound to the benefit of Jamaica and the region as well. All Jamaicans should be proud of our candidate and candidate.
The Prime Minister was speaking in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, where he noted that Jamaica has sought the backing of CARICOM heads and foreign ministers, with some volunteering to pursue support for Senator Johnson-Smith's candidature. The Commonwealth comprises 54 countries with a collective population of approximately 2.5 billion people. Only 15 of those countries remain constitutional monarchies under the realm of the United Kingdom. The Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA, is reporting that over 90% of hospitality workers in the accommodations sector are back at work. Additionally, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says over 70% of workers in the attractions subsector have been reinstated. Minister Bartlett adds that the reinstatements demonstrate the continued recovery of the tourism industry.
According to Statin, the total tourism labor force for October 2021 was 153,200, which represents 89% of the 2019 tourism labor force, which was 170,900.
Minister Bartlett was making his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. In the meantime, the Ministry of Tourism is expecting over 900,000 stopover visitors to the island by the end of the winter tourist season later this month. This represents projected earnings of $1.17 billion. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the industry continues to record increases in stopover arrivals and cruise passengers, an indication that Jamaica is close to pre-pandemic levels. He adds that Jamaica is expected to close out 2022 with an estimated 2.92 million visitors, earning $3.58 billion.
It's important to recognize the value of this earning, because if you recall, when the pandemic hit, we had earned $3.7 billion, and that was the highest peak in our earning. In this first year of recovery, we are now projecting to be $3.58 billion, just under 200 million shy of our best performance.
Minister Bartlett was speaking in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. He says the relaxation of COVID-19 restrictions has made Jamaica a more attractive destination for international travelers. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade is developing an application to facilitate easier registration of Jamaican nationals traveling or living overseas. Undersecretary of the Diaspora, Protocol and Consular Affairs Division, Franz Hall, says the ministry is looking to model the app of the Jam COVID entry and authorization platform, implemented as part of the government's re-entry program to manage the spread of COVID-19.
We find it desirable to have an app that is available through our websites meaning for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and for missions overseas, for persons to easily register with missions. We're not there as yet. Work is underway, and we're hopeful that we will be able to roll out that facility that will allow people to register when they're traveling, when they return, and when they decide to permanently set up residence overseas.
Mr. Hall was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. The ministry recommends that persons traveling overseas should register their names, contact information, and intended departure date from the foreign country, where applicable, via mfaft.gov.jm or by emailing consular@mfaft.gov.jm. That was the JIS News. I'm Lorraine Mendez. A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
BBC News. Hello, this is Jerry Smith. European Union leaders are under increasing pressure to sanction Russian energy exports in the face of alleged Russian war crimes in Ukraine. The EU Commission is proposing a ban on Russian coal as part of a wide-ranging fifth package of sanctions. But the head of the European Council, Charles Michel, said measures targeting Russian oil and gas would be needed sooner or later. Danny Eberhard reports.
Russia's the largest supplier of gas and oil to the EU. Germany depends on Russia for about half of its gas imports and a third of its oil. Reaching consensus on banning Russian coal imports is relatively easy, but the situation is much more complicated with oil and particularly gas. Ukraine says the vast sums the EU funnels to Russia daily for energy feeds Moscow's war machine, and that Ukrainians are paying for this with their lives. Many politicians fear cutting Russian oil and gas will hit their economies.
Russian forces continue to shell cities in eastern and southern Ukraine and strike targets elsewhere with missiles. Ukraine's second city, Kharkiv, saw intense shelling overnight. Further artillery attacks hit parts of Luhansk and Donetsk regions, as well as Mariupol, a city that's been besieged for over a month. Hungary has summoned the Ukrainian ambassador as relations between the two neighbours worsen. The Hungarian Foreign Minister, Péter Szijjártó, said Ukrainian leaders should stop insulting Hungary and respect its people's will. Considered an ally of Vladimir Putin, Hungary's Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, had just been elected for a fourth consecutive term. Nick Thorpe reports.
President Zelensky, in his latest remarks, accused the Fidesz government in Budapest of supporting Russia. In his victory speech on Sunday night, Viktor Orban listed the Ukrainian president among his opponents. Hungary has taken in over 500,000 Ukrainian refugees. Mr. Orban's government refuses, however, to back sanctions on oil or gas against Russia or allow weapons to be delivered to Ukraine.
The Netherlands says it seized 14 Russian yachts, including 12 under construction, as part of Western sanctions against Moscow. Anna Holligan reports.
In a letter submitted to Parliament, the Dutch Foreign Minister explained that while there are no Russian super yachts currently anchored in the Netherlands, there are 12 vessels with Russian ties under construction at 5 Dutch shipyards. Another 2 Russian-linked yachts which were being fixed in the Netherlands have also been seized, including one under investigation due to a suspected connection to someone listed on the European sanctions list.
The Speaker of Russia's Parliament has announced the death of the veteran far-right politician Vladimir Zhirinovsky. He was known for his belief in an expanded Russian empire. You're listening to World News from the BBC. Israel's governing coalition has lost its wafer-thin majority after one of its MPs, who was also the coalition chairwoman, quit. Idit Silman, a religious conservative, said she could no longer take part in, as she put it, harming the Jewish identity of Israel. Naftali Bennett's diverse coalition now has 60 seats, the same as the opposition. Ms. Silman had strongly criticised the health minister for telling hospitals to allow leavened bread products in their facilities during the upcoming Passover holiday. This conflicts with Jewish tradition. but it had been ordered by the Supreme Court. The police in Germany have arrested 4 suspected neo-Nazis accused of indoctrinating young people and training them for street fighting. The 4 ran a sports group known as Knockout 51 in the eastern city of Eisenach. Knockout 51 is believed to have ties with other far-right groups across Germany. Those arrested are accused of attacking left-wing activists and sparking violence at protests, as well as targeting police. The former president of Burkina Faso, Blaise Compaoré, has been sentenced to life in prison for complicity in the murder of his predecessor, Thomas Sankara, more than 30 years ago. Compaoré, who ruled the country for almost 3 decades, was sentenced in his absence by a military tribunal alongside his former head of security. The British singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran has won a High Court battle over whether he copied another artist's song when he wrote his 2017 hit Shape of You. Sheeran and the song's co-writers were accused of using a phrase from a 2015 song, Oh Why. The judge decided that while there were similarities, he ruled that they neither deliberately nor subconsciously copied the earlier song. Those are the latest stories from BBC News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Brussels to meet allied leaders. He's helping coordinate new pressure on Russia for reported atrocities in Ukraine. NPR's Michelle Kellerman reports that will mean more sanctions.
Secretary Blinken says as Russia pulls back from areas around Kyiv, the world can see what its forces have done in Ukraine.
It's like a receding tide, and we're seeing in very stark terms the death and destruction that's being left in its wake. So there's obviously a lot of focus on that.
Speaking on his plane to Brussels, he says he's consulting with allies on how to sustain the pressure on Russia. Blinken says the reports of atrocities in Bucha are credible and that these weren't just actions by a rogue unit, but a, quote, deliberate campaign to kill, torture, and rape. He announced $100 million in more military aid to help Ukraine fight back. Michelle Kellerman, NPR News, Brussels.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland says the Department of Justice is taking part in the investigation into whether Russia committed war crimes in Ukraine. The U.S. also says it has disrupted a global malicious computer network known as Botnet, controlled by the Russian Military Intelligence Agency, before it could be used. Garland spoke today to efforts to counter Russia's online threats.
Yesterday, together with our German law enforcement partners, we seized the Russia-affiliated Hydra darknet market, the world's largest illegal marketplace on the dark web.
The Biden administration is pausing the clock on federal student loan repayments, interest, and collections until the end of the summer, giving millions of U.S. borrowers a little more breathing room. The repayments were set to begin May 1st, but today President Biden announced plans to extend the moratorium on federal student loan repayments until August 31st, citing ongoing hardships stemming from the coronavirus pandemic. Officials in China are running a second round of coronavirus tests on more than 25 million residents of Shanghai. NPR's Emily Fang reports Shanghai detected more than 16,000 cases today, the highest daily number that city's seen.
Some residents have been in lockdowns for the last 3 weeks. The entire city started a staggered lockdown starting last week in order to complete an initial mass testing drive. Now authorities say they need to test all residents a second time. Even asymptomatic cases must be quarantined in temporary state-built isolation wards. Because of the sudden surge, these residents are being sent to quickly converted exhibition centers and storage containers. Parents must quarantine apart from their young children, meaning many infants are separated from their families. Their complaints about lack of food, water, and medicine prompted Shanghai authorities on Wednesday to promise better preparations. Emily Fang, NPR News, Beijing.
The Nasdaq is down 2.3%. This is NPR News. The president of Sri Lanka has revoked a state of emergency that's been in effect since last week. But protesters are still in the streets calling for his ouster in the wake of a severe economic crisis in Sri Lanka. NPR's Lauren Frere has the latest from New Delhi.
Sri Lankan doctors joined the protests today, blaming the government for shortages of medicine. The streets of Sri Lanka have been filled with chants of Gota Go, but President Gotabaya, or Gota Rajapaksa, refuses to step down. Most of his government ministers have resigned. One of the last remaining told Parliament today that Rajapaksa is determined to face down these protests and the economic crisis that sparked them. Amid food and fuel shortages and rolling blackouts, Sri Lanka is negotiating an IMF bailout, but the Moody's credit ratings agency says political uncertainty is now making the economic situation even more difficult. Lauren Fryer, NPR News, New Delhi.
More air travelers are watching their Easter holiday plans fall to the mercy of airline staffing shortages in Britain. Today, British Airways canceled at least 2 flights at London's Heathrow Airport due to COVID-19 related absences. That's in addition to more than 70 flights it has already canceled after it decided to temporarily reduce its schedule. EasyJet passengers are also scrambling for alternatives after the budget carrier canceled at least 30 flights at London's Gatwick Airport. The Dow is down 195 points, S&P's off 51, Nasdaq is down 335 points. It's NPR.
There are millions of books out there just waiting for you. But how to keep up? Introducing NPR's Book of the Day. Every weekday, we feature some of our favorite conversations with authors and writers about their latest books. You can check it out in about the time it takes to walk the dog. Happy reading.
Value yourself, man. Believe in yourself. It starts with the love of self. The money and the clothes are right, but what matters is a positive mindset, a hopeful spirit. Yeah, man, no focus on things, man. Things don't make the man, man make the things. Self-love is the greatest love higher. Stop, look left and look right and look into yourself. I want to you, live up. Keep it positive and live your life. Now watch the hype. All a meditation, don't you lose your mind. Live up, don't give up. Slash said that. Mad.
Committed to reducing the impact of disasters occurring in Jamaica. We're ever ready to assist you before, during and after a disaster. But everybody have a role to play, so make we work together and follow the plan. Whether rich or poor or where you come from, hurricanes affect everyone, so be prepared. Prevention is better than cure. Be prepared. Listen to ADPEM.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
The Aeronautical School of the West Indies presents Squawk 876, a fun and informative program where you will learn about flying, aircraft systems, weather, maintenance, and much more. Tune in to Bess 100 FM this and every Wednesday at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Welcome back to the program. And we're into the second hour of the program on the 6th of April here now, Wednesday. And I regret so much that I took so long to start the live chat. Because now that I decided to start, check it, all of the live chat before midday, I am not getting access to it. Regret that very much. Alright, we'll start with the live chat from midday. Come on. Yeah, you have it there? Hold on. Hold on. Hold it now. Give me the, how come this one now? Give me the time. Hold on. This is from midday, see, man. It look like everything before that get cut off. Only me. Eh?
Everything on the computer, but on the mobile devices, it seems like it removes them.
Oh boy. Anyway, so you go. Sister D. Ruben say, enough tyrants there in Jamaica for water the freedom we needed. Yes. Talking about water and the tree of freedom with the blood of tyrants. Simon Manley said, Jerry, why don't your station open the WhatsApp telephone line to accommodate the callers from the diaspora? I think the WhatsApp line is open. Bob Cosmic says, Sister D. Ruben, speak that speech, all for love. Shanrick Jones said, love and live Bongo out of St. Kitts. Thank you very much. Simon Manley said, by the way, the issue of Jamaican music I would like to speak to you on. Kean Brown said, when I was a youth in Franklin Town on Sunday, my father took us to Paradise Street C. Show me Dan Drummond and Bellevue Wall and said, genius that. Lancelot Wilson said, Lee Kuan Yew didn't support corruption. That's one of the key things for Singapore success. Of course that is the key. Bob Cosmic said, maximum respect to all the positive vibration in the chat line. Your contributions are appreciated. Let's keep that righteous fire burning. I apologize again to the chat line for starting late. Not going to try my best. Don't make that happen again. The Natal Basco said, Bongo Jerry Small would love to require a request from Bongo Man Byfield Marcus Garvey. I don't know if we can get that today. I not even want music with him play since morning. Alright, Bob Cosmic said, go there. Taki Lemko said, Bob Cosmic, read the blues, etc. Even though the drums were taken away from the Africans on some plantations for the reason of its power, the beat of the drum was still in their hearts as well as the dances. Lancelot Wilson said, Jamaica currently there is a dance to geopolitics. How is the appointment of a Jamaican to a commandant post will change the economic fortune in the Caribbean country? No country can prosper dance. He's not out to That's not what his object is. His object is just to get some prestige for him and the government and the party. Not all about no benefit to us. The Natal Basco said this cargo bring come is misery. Jerry Bongo when Jamaica rejected the Federation. Was it a good thing? Even the Federation was designed by Britain. Although some of those things look good, all of those design was by Britain and America. So until we design for ourselves, none of them will serve us properly. Bob Cosmic said, tackle them because the drums were forbidden by the British. Listen to the music of Cuba and Brazil. Spanish and the Portuguese allowed the enslaved Africans to play the drum, but the British didn't. Sankova said, the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Not of patriots. Oh, of patriots, yes. It's natural manure. Thomas Jefferson. Okay, patriots and tyrants. Taki Lemko said, talking about language. I'm seeing even in Africa some of the colonial languages are gradually being demoted and replaced rightfully by the language of the people. Taki Lemko said, isn't pointing to JM, JM is who again, to include strongly Swahili, American others in the school as well. Shanrick Jones said, what is the WhatsApp's number? The WhatsApp number is 279-8473. 279-8473. Pablo Music said, calling from Florida. No answer. Got to keep on trying, Irie. Try staying with Pablo. Alright, let's get to the telephone. Sorry to hold that up. Good afternoon, welcome. One minute, please. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Hello, good afternoon.
Well, sir, welcome.
Am I the person like Kai says somebody was waiting, you know?
Yeah, you're one.
Oh. Yes, Jerry.
Yeah.
What I call about is the Grammy.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't trust those people, you know, that's why they objected to the white guys winning.
Yeah.
Because you remember when Marley used to win, when Bob Marley's son them used to win?
Yes.
They used to say it's because you're Marley. But Ziggy Marley used to do some albums that don't play down here.
Yeah.
And I believe the Grammy winning is based on sales.
Yeah.
Is
it done by voting?
I think so.
Well, is either sales or voting? Can it be both?
Yes, it has to be sales to get pick.
I don't understand. Come on, explain.
You have to still sell certain amount a record for your album to get selected.
Oh, there's a level, yes, a minimum level, right?
Right.
But after that, now it's votes.
Right. After that is vote. So they always complain say Bob Marley's son them a win because them name Bob Marley. No, Ziggy especially always have some albums that those albums don't play down here, but internationally, Europe and Asia buy those songs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because
and I don't read.
The Jamaica market is not great, and
right,
therefore they're going to gear. In my mind, it seems to me like they're going to gear marketing and the taste and the makeup of the album towards where the records will sell more.
Yeah, but there's cheating in Grammy still, you know, because I remember, I think it was in the 90s when Will Smith and some other rapper have to demonstrate against those people that select Grammy songs because they weren't getting any, and they did song that was supposed to, you know.
Yes.
And I remember when they demonstrate, the black rappers them demonstrate.
What they demonstrated about?
The Grammy was only going to like Latino and white people.
In the rapper field too?
I don't exactly remember. Don't you have
a classification for the rap music?
Yeah, R&B and Yeah, yes. But I remember that those guys demonstrate. I think it was in the 90s or the 2000s, early 2000s.
Usually the giving out of awards and recognition have a political element where, because even in the Miss Jamaica, both in Miss Jamaica and Miss World and Miss Universe and all them things, a lot of time those things are decided political, you know.
Yeah, I remember, man, because in the 60s, if you know brown or long hair, you can't win.
Or white.
Or white. Back in the 60s, 70s. You couldn't win.
And the three women who have been named as Miss World coming from Jamaica, up to now, is either they have not picked any African looking woman or no African looking woman has been sent to them. Hello?
Yeah, that's right.
At least Anna is a good looking woman.
But she's mixed.
Yeah, she's an Asiatic looking woman.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, but the people, the organizers and the agents in Jamaica, those who get a franchise, because even the organizers of these contests, like beauty contests, is a business that is given out by a license. So somebody get a license to run the contest. So it comes like it's a business them run. It's not like a public choice or a popular choice or a merit choice. So I don't remember any typically African looking woman being selected and sent up there even one time, much less 50 times out of the 60 years since them claims that Jamaica is a nation. You have a very good looking black woman one time, Joan McDonald, we're doing Miss Jamaica. But them changed her up as much as possible. I don't think at the time when she did win, she did wear afro. Did she have an afro at the time she win? But most of the times she have straight hair. She's very good looking, but she have straight hair most of the times, or wig.
Yeah, them put on a lot of makeup so she don't look like, you know. It's just like I was telling some people in about Obama. If Obama did look like a full African, he couldn't go in the White House.
I don't think I'm gonna reach so far.
Yeah, man. If he need Negro like me, like how me look with me color and me hair, yeah, no, he won't make it.
But
it's just like our Magnum thing where them have out there.
Mm-hmm.
If he's an older person, you can't win it. No care how good your music is.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think vote have anything to do with who win, because they have to make the person that win can sell.
No, but vote
can sell the person.
Yeah, vote can have to do with it, you know, but votes also can be sold.
Right, exactly.
And bought.
Yeah.
Because these governments, these so-called governments of Jamaica over the past 60 years, all of them have been purchased. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people can be bought, except me. Nobody can buy me.
There's a lot of people who can be bought. A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. I know a lot of people that were bought, sold, and they made them buy them. Nobody can buy me. I refuse to be bought by anyone.
Yeah. Well, there's some other action to be taken. But thank you very much, dear sir.
All right.
I have a few more live chat here. Do you have any more call there? Okay, give me the call there, please. Next live chat. Them a try sabotage your WhatsApp now. Pablo Music. Tackle them because JM means Jamaica. Bob Cosmic say, Karen Brown, yes, Don Drummond was indeed a genius. No one in Jamaica studied and practiced as hard as Don Drummond did on the trombone. Have the call? Next call is there. Next one. Caribbean expert say, Bongo, you drink green thing though. See, that is the shower green, your thing there. Wait, you switch on, or you're confusing both Old Hope Road and Belmont Road. You know, so none of them could have claimed people like me. You know that. Ken Brown say, Bob Cosmic, Guns of Navarone have also met Lord Brevet, good man, Light Brevet. Yes. Next one, good afternoon, welcome. Welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Here's my take on the Grammys. And I listen to people all over the globe and their input. Here's my input. First and foremost, Jamaica is the headquarters for reggae. As the brethren rightfully said earlier, that they're taking consideration the field. If we're not putting out quality product to sell, we're not going to get recognized. Second of all, there's 30 plus radio stations in Jamaica. 30 plus radio stations in Jamaica. When I ride around Jamaica and I tune in some quality program, all I can hear is the man from the club that's on here. Hold
on, talk slowly, talk slow. All you can hear is what?
All I can hear when I tune into most radio stations in Jamaica is the man who play in a club that's taking the club vibe to the earwaves.
Yes.
A producer, singer, a producer make a tune and the man mix a tune. They mix some songs. They play 10 songs in 5 minutes. They don't tell you who's the artist.
Them doesn't play, yes. Them have the same club style business. Society.
Exactly. So that's one of the downfalls. Again, they have 30 radio stations like I said in Jamaica, and there's some programs right now. I live in the United States. And I can tell you, I listen to the Morning Connection. I don't miss your show, Joe Smart, from you at News Talk. I listen to Musa Baruka, and I listen to Cliff Hughes. Not my favorite guy, but I love what they do for Jamaica. But when I listen to the entertainment part of Jamaica, I don't hear any good music being produced now. Good music is being produced.
Yeah.
But the presenters are not presenting the music.
Not getting a airplay unless certain guy gets some money in them pocket.
There you go, Piola.
Guys and girls.
When these guys come to Jamaica, remember when the clash, the world clash, when the Japanese come to Jamaica and study how Jamaica want to come and compete at the man, and Radical and so the names go on and so. We can't sit back and blame white people for come pick our thing and study it and take it to perfection. Because we are downgrade our thing. When I look on a female artist on stage and expose ourselves and I think dirty lyrics, we cannot go besides the four corners of Jamaica.
But even the Christian artists, I tell people to come kiss out our Bible.
Them from there. When do we get to them stage, my brother? So
little by little.
Why people are with Grammy, why people are with music play? No, we have to clean up our thing. Jamaica is the headquarters for reggae music. Bob Marley still have an album that's still selling 2020 millions of copies and not singing no slackness. So we have to go back to the drawing board, my brother.
All right, since Jamaica is the headquarters of reggae music, where is the performance place in Jamaica where reggae music gets for perform and appreciated by the crowd? Because if them not getting play on the radio, where is the other performance place where the best of reggae music is getting exposure?
Well, that's the thing, no, Jerry, because the fact that we're not playing in Jamaica, other people are playing it elsewhere. Because, for instance, you mentioned earlier a program about Japan, Jamaica in Japan. When a Japanese artist perform, they perform in 70,000-80,000 audience. Freddie McGregor said in an interview that he went on a show in Japan and he had his backing band was Japanese. He was shocked to know that they knew every line, every bar.
Yeah.
And there's not one Jamaican musician there. So as the question is, what is happening that since we're not doing it and the other countries, Germany and Japan and them other countries that perfect our thing and take it to another level. That's what's been played. I live in North America, right? When I come to Jamaica, and I listen R&B songs played in Jamaica for hours and hours, and I travel with some of my friends, and I hear American people say, wait, why am I listening American songs in Jamaica. If I want to hear American song, I stay in America. No mainstream radio station in the United States unless
Then all right.
program on it.
So if that is the situation,
attention.
if that is the situation, hold on, please. If that is the situation in Jamaica, where the good music is being produced by some young people and others, but it's not getting much play on the radio, and there are few live venues where you can go hear the best of the best, then how can you people continue to claim that Jamaica is headquarters of reggae music?
Well, when I say headquarters, meaning that, remember, listen, a lot of musicians, drum and bass is something that we're born in our DNA now, just smart. A lot of people have to learn this thing and go study this thing, even go to school for this thing. So a lot of these people have to wait until we come up with innovate something for them to follow and perfect it. We just don't know our strength in what we have. We have places. Listen, when the white guy, Joe Bogdanovich, pump money into reggae someplace, right? And people fly from North America and South America to come to Jamaica. That's Jamaica style of my compound. We have venues in Jamaica where we can sell out to the world. We don't have to beg nobody to recognize our thing. We have enough talent and intelligence and bulldozer. Good music can't stop in a Jerry Smart. Because everybody every now and then wants a good split, rather a good plate of food than a fast food, If them can get it, So we have to go back to the drawing board. Because remember back in the days from what I heard, you probably can testify, that when there's JBC and RJR, reggae music wasn't played in Jamaica back in the days. They must look down upon it as ghetto music. So Jamaicans struggle with this thing and struggle with it until they get to this level now where people use it as them life, as revolve them entire life financially around it to support them and their family. So we have to look back to the beginning and get quality things, quality music. It must be played whether they like it or not. A Jamaican radio station, too much radio station there in Jamaica with pure garbage for it. And that's my thing there.
Yeah, anyway, the live performance by both amateur and professional people, you have to have more access to live performance if the better people going to get reach anyway. But thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. I have one last question, Jerry.
Yeah.
You don't have a rebroadcast at nights like you usually do?
Yeah, I hope we'll be able to arrange that. For the time being, you have to go up on the YouTube. You can access the program on the YouTube, You know that?
All right, brother.
Even after it passes, yes.
Thank you
very much. Some more live chat here. Have a call? Next call, okay. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Small.
How are you doing?
Not bad. And good afternoon to all the listeners. Yeah. A caller was talking about Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the United States. And between him and Hillary Clinton, she used to be, come up with some thing like, to be against him like he was a Muslim and, pulling up like how he dressed and stuff like that. Yeah, so, he used to come under some pressure from...
Yeah, you know that although she's from the same party as him, before they get to be chosen to run as president, they have to run between one another in the same party.
Right.
So even in the same party, you will have them criticizing one another and tearing down one another. Maybe not the worst way, but trying to beat that other one from them same party. Then afterwards, when them pick which one going to go forward now, the one who comes second usually, the one who come first pick that one, frequently, not always. The one who come first pick that one to say, you be my running mate, you come run for vice president.
Yeah.
So before them come to that agreement though, Hillary Clinton did talk some terrible thing against Obama, just like what you say. And even her husband. So it's the same thing like in the JLP and PNP. When them a fight to be president of PNP or leader of JLP, them talk some hard things against one another. Then after them choose which one must go forward now, the rest of them will use to cuss one another. So them come together and promote that one, But That's why politics not an easy thing for people really organize themselves, because plenty fighting go on inside of the house, before them go to.
Again, when one song by Bob Marley, when him say music going to teach them one lesson.
I know the music there.
So what do you mean when him say that?
In other words, a lot of things take place in the music world, and a lot of teachings take place inside music, that when people don't want to learn from other people, or when them don't want to learn from experience, sometimes music later, when them sit down and think about the music, can reach them. And also a lot of things act out in music in a more pleasant way than we act out in a real life between people. So sometimes, a lot of time, people, sitting down and listening back to music, you get the sense of something long after it happened, even more than when people talking face to face now. But listen it back and
Yes. A caller was talking about piracy this morning, and that he wanted to highlight on the topic also.
Yeah.
But, I was informed by a citizen, or more than one, in Cayman, that they are run by piracy.
Yeah, the tradition is and the history is that the Cayman Islands, and especially one of the reasons why I see so many light skin and white people there, like what you say at Treasure Beach and St. Elizabeth, is that the Cayman Islands was one of the base, one of the headquarters for the pirate them stay and go out on the sea, go capture other people's ship. And say Cayman Islands is small. Don't you go there?
No, I didn't went there, but my son was there.
Yeah, they are very small and they are very flat. Not like with high mountains and hills like Jamaica. And the tradition is that, and I want to tell you, them have an accent. The Cayman people have an accent,
Yes, I understand.
And the people in Treasure Beach also have accent, but if you don't listen good, you might not realize. Also, Port Royal. The Port Royal people have an accent that is very similar to the Cayman Islands, and those three places always have a lot of light skin and red people, which them say is the descendants of those same pirates,
And they celebrated like their independence is that,
Well,
I hear that it's piracy. They dress up, they dress on the culture.
Them festival, yeah.
Yes.
Because up to now, Cayman is not really independent up to now, Cayman is still a colony of England.
Yeah, it's ruled by the Queen, because it's Cayman, the dollar is the Queen and is the head,
Yeah, if you look on the Cayman money, the picture of the Queen of England still upon it.
Yes. Again, the government here is talking about just tourism, and I was saying, and many people will know that they have a lot of cleaning up of garbage all over, So I was saying, me and somebody was reasoning, and, we're talking that one was pointing out, asking questions. But I was saying to the person, I think KSAC used to do a good job by cleaning up, Because I remember those trucks, and when some of the men, any like garbage or so would on the street, you would see them with them long broom and them shovel and take up whatsoever on the street, put it in the truck, So I was saying to the person that I believe they were doing a little better job than the MSWA now.
Yeah. It is frequently remembered that for the period of time when Siaga was Prime Minister, there was a fairly good public cleansing program. The streets of the city, they look more tidy, so Siaga get a whole lot of credit for that.
You know, just like the JOS bus. You know, the buses, you know, in those days with the JOS. So, you know, we were talking about those days, the JOS buses and the KFAC and so forth.
Yeah,
you know. Yes. So, anyway, thank you for listening.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm here. Yes.
Yeah, man, thank you very much. Yeah, man, we have a piece of music we play for Eugene in our whole hour, but we're going to play it yet. Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to the program. Are you there?
Yes, teacher. How go on?
Fine, thank you.
There, you know, go on, take in.
Yeah, man. What go
on? I'm there, man. There, I go and take in the program.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that spoke about a very important topic yesterday. With the farmer them, as in the spraying the ground. So we just revive it back, as in, I would like if you can bring across it more frequently, because it's very important. Because most places you go, you see the farmer them use the spray, and when you use the spray and kill like the grass, sometimes you kill the tree them too. Because for instance, you spray some grass, and the grass you have a mango tree and a coconut tree in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
It kills the coconut tree too, but it's not at the same time.
Yes.
But after that time, you realize that the coconut tree start dry up and the mango tree start dry up, and you realize that the same poison you use to kill the tree them around it, poison the coconut tree. So
terrible.
It's very important topic.
You might get couple season out of it, and then that is it.
Yeah, and then when you're ready to plant back in the ground, you realize the things them not come like how them supposed to come.
Could never.
You understand? And then you didn't wonder, say, boy, oh, the crap no come, but at the same poison you use poison the ground.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's very, very important topic. I mean, like, for the farmer, them are listening to take heed to that, and 1 and 2 times you can bring across it more, that more people who are listening can understand, because I don't think much farmer understand that way that they yesterday.
And you know, so I believe plenty of people discuss with them and tell them, but when the trend go that way, people follow fashion. You know. When you spray, even when them claim say a weed and bush them must spray. When you spray it and you see by the next 2 days how the thing dry up, you must know there's something really wrong, man. That's not good.
Yeah, man.
Like it burn. It's like a fire. It's like a fire go through the place now.
Yeah, I guess them understanding about the deep way you bring it yesterday, as in, you know, say, boy, when time you spray this side, it's not only the tree it chill, because no farmer thinks that the tree it chill. So after you kill the tree, you know, when the rain fall and everything, it's alright, but not like that. It kill the soil itself too.
Yeah, man, kill the soil.
Yeah, so it's contaminated, so it's not fertile like that again to bring forth the thing.
Yes,
within
when
the
rain
way
fall,
want it.
When rain fall, it mix with the poison.
Right.
And go further, although it thin out, it go further.
All in the water too, because you mentioned that it go all in the water too.
Yeah, man, it seep down and go in the water.
Yeah, man, so it's a very important topic you bring across. It's very, very important. So, but I like, you know, it's farmer them can listen, understand, and more time you can bring across it too.
Yeah, because the brother, he was talking to me about quite a few constructive things, you know, but when I realized that him don't realize what him do with them poison spray, I was forced to really talk to him before him come off at the phone. Because I visit a member of my family in the country on them farm, and when we look, I see the whole of the hillside burn up. And I said to myself, could him really be spraying them thing with them thing? I'm going to mention it to him, and like him make excuse, boy, yes, him did have to do that. But him knowing himself, say, madness, that, you know, madness.
Yeah.
And if you have your own child, some things you either do to some stranger, if you have your own child, you wouldn't do that. At this time, you know, so now, say what? Them never really care for the land. If you have land where you care for, you could have never, not even one time, spray it to them thing there. Could never.
Sure, man.
I tell you, man.
Alright, teacher, I'm there in our class.
All the best, yes.
Alright.
All when me a youth to get in the habit, you know, I want to tell you some parents, my mother start by Kool-Aid and all them things in the 50s and mix a drink. It tastes good enough because they imitate the flavor of the fruits. But that liquor after that, man, we find out why it's a thing we cause cancer. Thing we cause cancer, and although I like the flavor of them things, I have to force myself. And a whole heap of foods and a whole heap of the material that you consume in your body. It's some wicked poison or some cancer. Terrible things. We'll get back to some live chat. Lee Dickens say, I remember when Mr. Vegas did win 1 Grammy and some people didn't like the fact. Said he become commercial. Yeah. Next one. Him continue. Sure, same with Sean Paul. And him continue. And also the great David Radigan, a great ambassador for reggae music all over the world. Taki Lemko say, in the 70s I remember private sector like TSTs used to host live concert. That's why I saw Jacob Milanadas live for the first time. Eh? Lee Dickens say, and he's still playing new reggae artists here in the UK. That was a Radigan. Bob Cosmic to Kayan Bong say, Light Brevet and Elder Fiai man, but when we used to link up and bun some tampy and play music, the vibes always higher on the musical spacecraft. Yes, the guns that never run. Big tune, I mean, so the guns have never run. Okay. Then, Lee Dickens said, then he had bandwagonists such as Jay-Z and DJ Khaled who won the limelight of Jamaican artists. Sister D. Ruben said, Jamaicans not appreciate love them good artists what them have. I go stadium for free concert years ago and I sight enough artists on stage. Too many for count. The audience did stiff like statue and never show no respect. No respect. Lee Dickens says, sister, that's true too. The Natal Basco said to tackle him. Also at Kingston Mall, Moose has high times put on some talent live show through. Matter of fact, I think of this, I'm going to get to know China Smith. Fitzroy Dacre said the Jamaican establishment was always hostile. The Jamaican establishment was always hostile to roots and culture music. Byron Lee was the main proponent of jump up music, calypso, true. Sister D. Ruben said, if that was in England, enough money would have to pay for sight even them national artists. Jamaican feel appreciate of the abundance of talented musician artists Jamaica still produce. Perry the Pirate says, Sister D. Ruben don't appreciate young trying talents. They only acknowledge you when you're at the top of your game. Lee Dickens said, Jerry mentioned Eddie Grant, yeah. I grew listening to him on UK reggae as well, true. Other UK artists, them find Bob Marley and the old Jamaican artists. John Johnson said, El Paso, Texas, Juarez, Mexico, tuning Bongo, Jerry Small, entertainment, musicology. Lee Dickens correct from Eddie Grant to the Eddie Grant. Sly Slick say, El Bongo, was the missing schools from the 60s ever investigated? Yes, it was investigated, but the schools and the money I don't think was ever found. I think it's a man named Arthur Burt was a junior minister in education. Them did point fingers at him. Sister D. Ruben said, Lee Dickens, enough people not like David Radigan, but that man love reggae music and enough artists get bigger through him not stop play the music. Johnny Johnson say, people talking about street credibility for a song to bust, lyrical contents of slackness, violence, LGBTQ, cussing women and granny, get signed by labels before good music. Lyrics shameful. Bob Cosmic said, Jamaica is where the music was created, but Highland boss it worldwide. Highland Records. Taki Lemko says to Sister D. Ruben, right, you're right. The appreciation shown by some is very low. Rather they're at concerts to criticize than to enjoy. Lee Dickens says, Sister True, can't understand why I'm not rated so. Enough time I go watch him clash and him just watch. And even just watch how him DJ that a Radigan. Sister D. Ruben says, Ross Bongo, I rather promote them things like that are the poison spray. They might use them brain and trick the farmer with cheap subsidy for the poison. They might do it on purpose, Bob Cosmic said to Lee Dickens. True, David Radigan in England give the genre greater exposure to the British public. Johnny Johnson said, I've been following Economos. He seemed to have a crash on the run of the industry. One night in 1976 in New York, Club Negril, Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder was at Ken Williams. Him let me in. Sister Dewey Rubens, Lee Dickens, you know why? the natal boss, because true Bongo, I met China there as well as High Time. China. I met China there as well as High Time. Yeah. Sister D. Ruben said, Fitzroy Acres, I see I got it promote Byron Lee. Enough said. We have a call. Good afternoon and welcome to the call.
Hi, Jerry. Afternoon.
Hey, Mario, Wagwan.
Other thing, I'm here.
I'm glad you're not vexed with me.
Oh, you're not hear me?
No, you're not hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing
What am
you,
I
yeah.
talking? What am I talking about?
You know, you're doing your live chat. You know.
Live chat what? No, it's not that much.
Around, the music.
No, you're so in
the reggae. About, most of it it's about the music. The last about,
you're so
David
innocent
Radigan.
and you're so innocent and naive, like a girl who never been touched.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm glad you're not vexed with me.
Jerry, Jerry, give me a chance.
All right, I'll give you a chance.
The last part, you just talk about David Radigan. And that's the funny thing about it, that man is a white man, Jerry.
I know.
And that man is...
But you are a white woman too.
Hear him gone again. Jerry, stop carrying me left field. Jerry, that man is a white man, Jerry, and that man was into Jamaican music so much.
So big.
The sound system era, era,
Yeah.
Yeah, and, so, I mean, I made a post, myself, and they do it, because I was in, like, in concert with what they're saying, that thinking that it's only authentic only local Jamaican acts are authentic, for want of a better term, that should get a Grammy for reggae music. But something that is true, Jerry?
Yeah.
Trenchtown, the heart, Trenchtown, the hometown, the origin of this genre.
Yeah, and the incubator.
Yes, of reggae music. I made a post. How much of them, Jerry, as ever, leave them comfort zone with them there and even come down to Trenchtown to see, I do a Trenchtown mashup now still, it's not like what it was. But how much of them ever do that, Jerry? And Jerry, will tell you something. Most of the time, you see white people in here, the same white people that I'm talking about, white people are walking up and down in Trenchtown because they've heard so much about Trenchtown, the heartbeat of the music. And it's like they just want to maybe come and maybe see what I want, why this little place. You understand me, Jerry? How did this little place that mash up poor people, poverty?
How did it produce all of this?
Yeah. It's only it produced.
I say how such a little place produce all of such a deep and rich
culture.
Stable,
yeah, cultural export. Because reggae is an export now.
Yes.
And Jerry, if I like languages, and if I wanted to be fluent in any one of the languages, whether French, Spanish, any language, you know what I would do, Jerry? I would go to that country and I would get myself assimilated into the culture, that I know say I'm gonna become a better speaker of the language. Because here what now, Jerry, when you learn a language, you learn about the nuances of the language. And I say the nuances, say like in English, say you use certain verbs with whether the plural or singular verb, or, those little things. You learn those, you can learn those things like the theory of the language. But the practical of the language now, Jerry, you have to go into you would go into the heart of the beast, for want of a better term, and get assimilated and know that, okay, this, certain things are said, because even languages differ from country to country. Even the same English what we talk. American English is different from England English. It's different from Australian English. It's different from Canadian English. So you would have to get assimilated into a particular culture to learn about all the different little things. Maybe the word nuances. Yeah, go ahead.
You go on, man.
Yeah, of the language. So them not coming. You not coming at Trenchtown, come find out. You go down a culture yard. Plenty of them don't even know what culture yard there. Them only hear about it. You know. So them go down there and see Bob like a old jeep, like a old car when they start out with. Him look at one room when they sleep, you know, and you know, him guitar and all of that. The white people them come do that, Jerry.
Yeah, me know.
The white.
Me know, man.
And I'm not saying that is you know, criteria for giving white people, everybody upset about the whiteness, you know, giving white people, you know, accolades and giving them a Grammy. But I just say that to say, Jerry, that, you know, me not say nobody come get themselves assimilated. Nobody now say, boy, I want to walk in a Bob's footstep, you know. I want to look a room about, I want to look a stove about, did a cook pan, you know.
No,
me not see none of them at with Jerry.
Yeah.
Them only upset the Grammys. The Grammys is like you know, a little thing where, you know, on Grammy night people go out at them big, you know, them outfits and all of that and rub shoulders with you know, the muckety mucks of the industry.
Yeah.
Some of them are say, oh, we need to have our own award show. Then did have one little award show, you know, I say little, can I call it little? I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to bring it down to nothing, but they had an award show, Jerry. And even the very people that will get nominated, Jerry, them not show up because it's not eyebrow enough. It's not brown, nobody not there for brown nose and hobnob with. You understand me? They don't show up. So no matter what, them need them own award show. Unless that award show becomes global. It's like how champs get global, Jerry.
Yeah.
And that never happen overnight because champs is 100-year-old.
Right.
Where people are fight. Forget season ticket and all of them things. That's a champs they know. And the ordinary schoolboy them will make champs. Them can't get a ticket just like that for go see champs. Unless them get an award show and it becomes like that, Jerry. Then all of them are going to show up on award night and so. But if them go have them award show, Jerry, and I just Jamaican award show, none of them now show up. So a poppycock that them attack. You understand me?
You have to mind the language though.
Oh, as poppycock is a word. It's an English word.
No, I think it did say puss.
No, I said poppycock. Oh, Jerry. You understand me? You know, them only a pastor now. You know, a 9-day thought that Jamaica is a land of 9-day wonders. Last week, what was the thing?
But you know, say another reggae gone clear, you know. All Jamaican language and patois are big international.
Look, patois is taught at Oxford University.
What you say?
Yeah. Them have like a course in patois. Remember, you know, Jerry say, Mr. Lou, you know, did their BBC before even she was accepted on Jamaican radio, you know, Jerry.
Yeah, me know.
You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I remember growing up, I used to hear me say, Mr. Lou chat bad. And that me used to hear. Because I remember Auntie, you know, God rest her soul in peace, you know. She's a royalist. She's a monarchist. Very thick and something. Them used to say, Mr. Lou chat bad. And eyebrow people never want them pick me at chat patois.
Yeah.
You understand me? Patois never used to talk on the radio when I was growing up as a kid. And it was only 2 radio stations. Patois never talked. It had to be the Queen's English, if such a thing exists. Because England is made up of different regions where different regions speak. The dialect is different.
Yes.
Is different. Just like Jamaica, you know, Jerry. If you go in a certain parts of a deep rural Jamaica, I mean, it's a deep rural. If you go over Olab and you go at some little place near Kingston, if you listen to the intonation, I think I read it. I think that's a word for you.
But I use too much big word like intonation.
It's different from the accent. The accent is different from what somebody where in a Kingston.
Yeah, the style.
The word.
The style, yeah.
Yeah, the style, you know. So I was just talking up, you know, I segue from music to you know, we're talking about culture on a whole anyway, right? So when them want to talk about you know, right people and the music and all of that. Reggae is an export now, Jerry. It's not lickler again. Somebody earlier called and tell you about Lucky Dube. When you listen to Lucky Dube, you know, I like a Peter touch me a ear, you know, Jerry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's like Peter touch me ear when me listen Lucky Dube, you know. So because maybe them favorite artists never win, them artists, cause them not an artist, you know. I'm an artist, so them favorite artists never win. Everybody, you know, them dance just raise up and you know and a guani. You understand me?
Yeah.
Jamaica never have. Before Jamaica had its own music, the sound system used to play the foreign music, and that used to play, and then or then artists like a Alton, you know, a Dennis, you know, Ken Booth, all of them, they did covers of the foreign music.
Yeah.
Right, Jerry?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You know, so when sound system, you know, the sound system, you know, helps to spread, you know, our music. Because even the same David Radigan, I watch videos with him. I mean, I tell you, the man love the music, you see, Jerry. When the man love the music, the man know the dub them, him know the, you know, like, you know, the versions and all of that. But them probably don't even do it. And them, you know what, them need for put the blame with it. You know, so social media, me say, a social media mash up reggae music. You know why I said that, Jerry?
Yeah.
Because first time, you see, Jerry, a promoter, a producer like a Sir Coxston Dodd or a Duke Reed or a Randy's or you know, any other people them, because Orange Street was the mecca. Orange Street was the mecca for Jamaican music.
No. The thing there, Trenchtown.
Yeah.
Are the mecca and
yes.
for the singer them.
Yes.
A lot of the musicians usually hang out from town to east. Then now Orange Street now was where a lot of the record Orange Street area, from Orange Street to south around the Chancery Lane and that.
Yes.
A lot of the a lot of the recording studio and record shop now was in the Orange Street downtown Kingston area.
Yes, because you know, so right from I think a Beeston Street right there, so Coxston did have him shop at Beeston Street and Orange Street, and then cross the road there, so from Coxston now, you have Prince Buster, and then round the corner.
What you put them, man?
Yeah, man. Even Bob Marley. When you go in there now, there's a little record shop around there still, you know, with some only things for the Bob Marley thing still there, you know. But between this Beeston Street and the little back lane right there, so where Dennis Brown coming from, Jerry,
the big yard.
How much of them study and know about the music, Jerry? You know, you see through YouTube, them have a microphone on YouTube and them do the synthetic beat, and everybody a musician, everybody can release them own thing. Them think that a music. Back in the day, Jerry, you and me know, say, when record producer have a pay for session, one man go come blow him trombone, play him guitar, beat him drum, like all of Jackie McToo, where it's so prolific, are the word that, like the organ and the piano. No producer, plenty of them couldn't get in at the people them studio, Jerry. Because if you don't have the talent, because the people them have the time for do take 1, 2, 3, 4 take. Your craft up is so good, that's when them give you that time there. For you coming at the studio, because them have pay for studio time. Or you have to do maybe 1, maybe the most 2 take, and put that record out. You understand me? So when that is put out, Jerry, you get good product. Another thing again to Jerry was the chart system. In the chart system in Jamaica, for know how music is doing. That not there again, Jerry. Every Saturday on the radio.
No, me hear chart.
The music chart.
No, me hear chart up to recently, but people from a long time people make up chart out them feel to make it up there for a long time.
Oh, okay. But even then, Jerry, you could say, because when me never talk about this a musical number 1 and thing, me know, too many really, Jerry, I'm not a dancer fan thing. There are certain songs I might like and certain artists I might like, you know, but it has the product for me, Jerry, it have a good night affair make sense. I don't want to hear about, I don't want to hear about how much mama song and, you know, and all of that. Unless it's a good mama song, like Chris Martin have a very good mama song. Some of them have some very good mama song. But what them do now, Jerry, as once somebody make one song and the song it, nobody have no ingenuity now to do something different. Everybody just start copycat now because of one song they hit. You understand me? You know? I don't see them.
So what you recommend? So them want a box cross them
slap gate. No, you know, last week was Slapgate. This week, a white people teach Jamaica music.
One time it was
something different.
One time it was a Slapgate and it was slam.
The time run out. No, Mr. Holness now is chanting Singapore. Singapore now, which is as a unicameral system of government. That means them not have two houses like how we have the lower house and the upper house. Everything goes through that one government. So that one channel have the power to shut down whatever. Because Jerry, you couldn't have on radar, me couldn't come on radar and criticize the government because they would shut that down. So that is what, you know, he is championing.
Yes. You did hear when him said democracy. You hear when him said democracy take too long to deliver prosperity.
Yes, it take too long for the development.
You realize how we must go in with that?
I have somebody like you, Jerry, that would be on the radar because you're not obnob. You understand me? And you're not being a media whore, Jerry. You understand me? So you could not live in his
a media what?
A media whore. Whore is an English word. Them can't say nothing about that.
No.
I didn't call anybody's name. I just say you are not being a media whore. So you could not be
you love repeat that way?
Eh?
Me like how you love repeat that still.
No, I'm just saying, you know, no, we're talking, we're discussing, you know, and stuff like that. You know, you could not live in a system like Singapore, Jerry, because they would have locked you down. Because when Luke knew son of rain now, you know, and he's not a young man neither when he took over, when Luke knew, because when Luke knew was there for 30 years, then somebody came in, then his son is well educated, got Harvard, all over all the top universities. He is now the prime minister, right? And Singapore, there's no opposition. Opposition is there, but what they do is, Jerry, if an opposition party come in, they try to co-op that party into them party because they don't want no opposition. You understand me? So people, every time on the day and politics, stop talking about no business with politics and this and that. You all need to learn, and when you hear leaders come out and talking about stuff, learn. Because when Hitler did start, the rise of Hitler never just come overnight. Remember that.
No.
You understand me? Hitler was a little nobody. And him come and him say the right things. Like how the other day Donald Trump come and say the right things. And people bought into the message. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry.
All right. Thank you very much, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm glad you're not vexed with me, though. All right. Back to the live chat. Live chat for today. Simeon Pigeon said, Jerry, play for me. Natty Dread will never run away. No, Mighty Diamond. When the right time come. Bob Cosmic to Sister D. Ruben. And PJ Patterson was a Scatterlight road manager. And he defended Dan Drummond when he was on trial for murder. Sister D. Ruben to Lee Dickens. True racial prejudice. Now feel like the white man to play reggae music. Pablo Music said, Radigan make him name off a reggae. Him save up him pocket money for buy Jamaica music without label. One and wash the other. Irie. Lee Dickens, the sister, say, I see. And him continue. I get the same, to be honest, sister. Fitzroy Dacre said, thanks again, Sister D. Ruben. Lee Dickens said, but he can't stop me listening and going to see artists. Sometimes it's only white man in the place. Sister D. Ruben to Pablo music. I agree, but that was his chosen musical genre as a DJ. In England, him and Tony Williams were the two DJ that play reggae music on the radio. Appreciate love them both. Sister D. Ruben continue to Lee Dickens. You see it? You just love it. You can't help when you love it. Lee Dickens, you see it? And I even managed 2 Jamaican artists in UK. Morgan Baylor say Marie, otherwise known as Minister of Course. Oh, yes, sir. Where say Marie is the Babs Grange of this station. Kempo say Marie have a point. Some of these artists don't appreciate the local awards. They are a set of hypocrites. Some of them don't even show up to the local awards to collect them awards. Hypocrite them. Sister D. Ruben say, I just listened that band Soldier yesterday for the first. But I know them win Grammy over Grams. Or Etana in the category. Them not authentic. Not to I anyway. Lee Dickens and Marie a true word. On the social media mash up reggae music. And the last of the music studios, shops and pressing will mash up the thing. Lance, where is Marie going to be invited? When is Marie going to be invited into the studio with that passion she spews every time to talk? A breath of fresh air. She don't even take a pause. You know. I tell you, League can say, League up Talia that are the Indian man, right? Make a whole lot of money out of the scam music. Also bring Jamaican music to UK in the 60s. Trojan, League up Tal, Trojan Records. And him take the name Trojan, I believe, from Duke Reed, you know, I believe so. Pablo Music say, I am Bagger that a Bagger Walker was in England in the 70s with Jimmy Cliff and Royal Rosses and visit Radigan in flat Bargy and the grill with a SATA version, Irie. Sister D. Ruben say, yes, I, Marie, if you come in the studio for real. Soon to Ross Bongo. I think they go for Ross cloth and them kind of different material. Lee Dickens said, think he was an Indian Jamaican. I don't think he was from Jamaica, no. I think he was from India or Trinidad, I'm not sure. That a league up that. Bob Cosmic's reply to Sister D. Ruben. Them could have never be authentic. Tackle him because say, yes, Marie, you're quite right. When be amongst the speakers of a different language. Whereas in general a word like Juan de Bolas means John's balls or the balls of John in Spanish. Tackle him because a word like Tota in Jamaican, a cake, mean the private of a female in the Dominican Republic. That a Spanish Republic's local Spanish, a cognate unrelated to ours. Bob Cosmic to tackle him because people talk about Juan de Bolas, but he wasn't a revolutionary like Juan de Serras. Shanrick Jones said, I love that lady Marie. Fitry Dacre said, the musician and the singers need to learn how to read music and play an instrument. Ian Luke said, I still can't believe Marie is 70 years young. You better believe. Yeah, otherwise, you know, get nothing more. Sister D. Ruben said to Lee Dickens, UK have a strong live live reggae fraternity. Roots music still a produce enough. I listen to DJ Stevie Roots, a white man, and all him plays dub reggae ever strong. We unconscious say greetings Bongo to all in class today. Tackle him because Bob Cosmic true, but that word took me off guard when I asked students who speak Spanish to do a research. Imagine their excitement using such a word as Juan de Bolas. Only more press full say, big up Bongo. Big up Bongo, Jerry. Thanks for the teaching on positive energy and vibration. Give thanks. Perry the Pirate say, Jerry, I'm eating at Tokyo Hibachi and Sushi Bar restaurant for my birthday. Lee Dickens said to sister, yes, a long time coming, sister. Tony Thomas said, bless up Bongo, Jerry. I remember the days when I used to live in JBC and RGF FM, only reggae play. Right? Bob Cosmic said, leave Guptal born in Kansas Spring, 1938. How you say? Jamaica? Eh? That's great. Alright, Bob Cosmic always having facts right. Lee Guptal born in Kansas Spring, 1938. How you say? Lee Dickens say, sister, Gramps say, don't have to dread to be Rasta. That's Morgan Heritage Gramps. It's alright, we have our next call. Alright, let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Jerry.
Welcome.
Even again. Yes, even again. I mean, they call it before lunchtime break.
Yeah, man.
The midday break. As I was saying, you see, about the Prime Minister and theme thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand how I get so but if before, you know, you could have noticed that tyrannical behavior, you know, because before when he was seeking the job, you know, why a lot of people realize especially gravity to him, you know.
No, you swallow any words. Before him got elected, a lot of people never what?
Yes, so I gravitated towards him because I heard him say that there would be impeachment legislation and term limits.
Him promise a whole other thing.
And that was something I was asking for a very long time. You know? So I assumed, but then I realized that he wants to stay there until they don't push him in a wheelchair, go up to the parliament.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing, the separation of powers.
Yeah.
The separation of powers. No member of parliament should be in the cabinet.
Exactly.
No member of parliament.
That is where the true separation of powers comes.
You should be in your constituency working.
Yeah.
You should never be in the cabinet.
The cabinet should be qualified person to do the job. You don't need to have a cabinet member and then have 15 other advisors and all of these people to do the job that you are being paid to do.
Because every one of them have somebody who read the book. Them can't read the book. Them have somebody who read the book. Somebody will write them speech and so on.
It is amazing, man. It is amazing. It is amazing. No member of parliament should be a member of the cabinet. To be a member of the cabinet should be a professional person who knows how to get the job done. That is when you are called now to be a member, the government seek people to join the executive. So the legislative and the executive should be two complete different offices.
Yeah, then the different branch of government.
Yeah, because there are 3 branches of government in Jamaica.
No, there can be any number of branches of government, but it has been conveniently divided into 3 main branches of government. Name some of them for me now. Legislature, yeah, the set of elected officials who sit down and pass or adjust laws, right?
Right.
And then which other branch?
The judiciary, which would be the judges.
Yeah, the judiciary, the set of the branch of government that monitor the behavior of people and judge offenses and allocate remedy for breaking the law, remedy of either punishment, retraining, or some other kind of remedy. That is right. That's judiciary, judging the behavior. And the executive do what now?
Cabinet.
The executive do what? No, what does it? What is the powers of the executive?
It would be the day-to-day running of the government.
Yeah, running the government in terms of, because you could say that the courts is a part of the run of the government. You could say that the legislature is a part of the run of the government. But what I would say is that the executive is a part of the government that manages the delivery of the different services. Right. The delivery of the different services and situate that the public is served.
Right.
And who implement the laws that the other branch of government make, or the parliament supposed to make the laws, then the administration now supposed to implement them.
Right.
And as I said, the judiciary judge the behavior of the people, both public and private. Because I have private citizen, I have public servant.
Right.
No?
And the next thing too, no public servant who, if you notice that the public servants them thief from one ministry and then them go and join a different ministry.
Hold on. Was it useful to broad brush the public servants and say them thief one place and go to the next place?
Well, not really all of them, but
No. Make it clear. No, hold on, please. Just like how we talk clearly, say them thief from one place and go to the other place, let us talk clearly whether it is useful to broad brush them. We could talk it plainly, we could skip over it. Talk plainly now whether it is useful to broad brush them.
Okay, what I'm saying...
No, don't tell me what you're saying. Don't tell me what you're saying. Answer the question. Is it fair to broad brush the public servant them, for example, saying that them thief one place and go to the next place?
No, not necessarily.
No, don't bring it unnecessarily. Don't bring in no qualification of necessarily. Because if we're going to condemn people with one word, we have to retract with another word and not with no qualification. So again, let us be fair. Because don't you want to be judged fairly if you are misjudged or accused?
Yes.
All right, so now, make it plain now if it is useful to broad brush public servant and for example saying that them thief one place and go to next place. Is it useful to do so?
No, it wouldn't be useful.
Not useful because I don't want to bring in no but, because the but is the next qualification. We don't want no but. Clear up one point. No but. Broad brushing people is not useful because it is damaging to innocent people and it make the guilty people feel better that everybody get broad brush with them. Not useful at all. Yes, sir? Feel no way.
Okay. Well, all right. What I was saying, what I'm saying, is that once you're a member of the public servant and you're found in any form of corruption, you should never be allowed to work in public service ever again.
Yeah, there should be some. Yeah, there should be some stricture. Some stricture or restriction. Yes, some. I don't absolutely say never again, but some stricture or some form of, like you just say, suspended sentence. Because you know that you can in one stroke condemn a person never to work there again, or you could say that they can prove themselves as somebody completely reformed. Do you think that people can be reformed?
Yes, people can be reformed.
Yes. So I think that government and self-government can be improved greatly when we have constant examination of situations. That is what that's what a parliament should be doing, you know. Just like how me and you they are talking now, and we go back over things, and we suggest whether people can reform, and we suggest that if people reform, how it's going to do, and we just go over and over. That is how a parliament could be fully occupied every working day for the whole year and serving a purpose, you know, and not just a eat big lunch in a lunch line of parliament, you know that?
Yeah,
and that is why when citizens, ordinary people, should be elected to parliament who care about these things and not just big shot who say, I don't have no time for you argue about no little fool issue. I'm not going to parliament today because it's not no major issue being there, and but when the major issue is there, I know a lot of photographers going to be there, so I'm going to go that day. And I'm going to make sure dry clean my suit for that day, because that's a worthwhile day, you know. I know I'll clear up all the little small points, because that no matter to them, you know.
No, parliament should be sitting every day.
Yes, our work is a job. It's a full-time job. And there's enough things to go over to occupy such people every day. And not only that, parliament would turn into a school, because everybody in that parliament would be gradually getting more and more educated, more and more skillful, more and more mature. Eliza?
Which is right.
Yeah, man.
Because it is at...
Come again?
Sorry. A lot of I know parliamentarians, you know, I've heard of parliamentarians, you know, who win the seat and they don't live in Jamaica. They don't stay in Jamaica.
Don't even live in Jamaica.
I beg your pardon?
Don't even live in Jamaica.
They don't even live here. They only come to parliament every now and then.
Some of them is not even citizens of Jamaica.
Okay, and they just turn up to parliament and leave.
Yes.
And that's not right.
Yes, member one chairman of one board never live in Jamaica. Every time him come and meet, them have to pay him passage, and them have to pay him. And if him have to go to England for some of the government business, them have to pay him for go there. And him just appear that, and him never live in Jamaica. But alright, look here now. Call me again, not so late in the program. I go get to talk some more.
Alright, no problem.
But thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yes.
More are there? Alright, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome, are you there? Next caller there?
Yeah, man. Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, man. I like how you break it down with the bridging there, you know?
Yeah, man, because...
I know every public servants, you know?
No, it is not good for us to make certain pronouncements and make judgment and condemnation. That is going to scare away people from come help out the situation.
Because you see, most of the time, you know, when you see public servants are thieves too, you know, most of the time, you know, I through them connected, you know, to the minister or the MP or the politician, you know.
Yes.
Most of the time, you know. And waiting make them thieves. The same politician, man.
Yeah, the feeling of being under umbrella. Give them, you know.
You see it. So I like how you break it down and, you know, I make him know what I want, you know.
Yeah, man. And it suit me and it suit you, because if me and you doing any job in any way, public or any way, we also would be more careful and would take great pains to do things properly and to keep out of trouble. Because it's good when you practice to keep out of trouble, you know. Because trouble is an easy thing to creep up on you if you not pay attention to it, you know. Creep up on you. Just bad company look. Sorry, go ahead.
For instance, look now. Look how much building and look how much government building idle with UDC and the government have pay much rent and this, and plus the government have to take poor people money now for go build a big parliament.
Yes.
And them have so much government building where idle where they can refurbish and
yes, man.
Since they want it bigger then to deal with parliament.
Yes, man.
And them will spend 2 days out of the week at parliament. At 4 hours. Some of them will go in there at 2 o'clock, you know.
Yes, and I'm not listening to the discussion, I'm not participating in the discussion. Only when people say clap the desk, them clap the desk.
Them clap the desk.
For signal.
And taxpayers' money and waste them way there. You know? When you look on the last, the time there with petrol jam, but the woman no reach the qualification. She don't have the qualification.
Yeah.
But two, she connected. Them lowering. But when the opposition squeal now, them let her go. But them still come give her $13 million at taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
And have the audacity to come out on TV and come say if them didn't make it go through the right channel, they would have a PR.
So in other words, when the public complains, say why you get so much money, them a scoff at the public and say you're lucky if we never get the 13 million, you probably have to get 20 million.
Yeah.
Mocking the public.
See, so them kind of thing they know, you know. One has to really look and know, say, them people are not really, they not care. You understand? I just say, me I watch, I think of me one that I watch, wellness, you know.
Yeah.
In take time, I didn't me want to try charm, you hear them voice are changed.
Yes, you hear them voice and them sound reasonable.
And that sound reasonable and me I say, wait, this brother, but it's not easy. When doing things, the whole of Jamaica idiot.
Yeah.
So, you see, when them are do them thing, them are try for, I don't know, them people are what you're saying, them shameless, you know.
Yeah, them shameless. If them are parade, if they are still, if him still parading like is him going to come save Jamaica, after him have a team with thief out the most of Jamaica, him still a portray like say, him a come save Jamaica. Damn, no shame, no shame.
I got 7 years now. Him dead.
And not only that, 7 years.
Just know that.
Yes, and not only that, they are so proud of being in the company of white people, and so proud of being in the company of Queen and them relative and Biden and all them place. So proud of them thing. It make them more shameless, you know. Because them say you can go and talk. Look at the people that my associate.
Yeah, them say you know they know way.
Yeah.
It's not different from like when a man. You know, like when you're there somewhere in a ghetto and you don't have no gun.
Yeah.
And a man I say, ooh, Jerry, are you idiot?
No, guy like Jerry will send go a shop.
Yeah, you see. So I saw them have the Jamaica people, you know, enrich themselves and them friend and them company. You know, so them just feel like say everybody at Jamaica. For instance, look, at 21%, you know. Him thing there, you know.
It gone down, it gone down.
And watch him move.
Gone down. But because the PNP on gone down more, he might play a game of bluff against the 70%. Bluff, you know. You know?
Yeah, because
you know, like when a man have a bogus driver's license, but him have a license to drive it. So him still a show off on you know where you have a proper driver's license but it expire. And him a show off with him bogus driver's license well license up till him next 4-5 birthday.
Yeah.
You know, some have to go cut car boy I'm behind time with them thing. But thank you, sir.
Man. Yeah.
In the market.
Yeah, I listen, man. More time I don't listen because the show entertaining.
Yeah, man, some more live chat here. Marie coming here live chat, you know. Marie said, plenty of them say music couldn't even enter no respect in producer studio session. That means that we don't push it out as music, but it doesn't impose it in regional studio. Kean Brown said, listen to David Radigan and see Coxon small. And see Sir Coxon small ox. Oh yes, okay. But to tell David was brilliant on the night. Lee Dickens said, even Culture Club Boy George. Sure they had several number one in Jamaica and them can't believe when them find out who sing it. Sister D. Rubens at the Kean Brown. Member Barrett J and Radical and clash them. Jeez, people would have come or go from all over the listen them. Big DJ them. Kean Brown said, in 1974, fresh from Jamaica in Toronto. He attended Western Technical School. My English literature teacher said my way of grammar is not wrong as I was spelling to sound. That means phonetics, okay. Marie Comeback said, true, Boy George sound like a reggae artist when he just came out. He had that sound. Him even it sound like a man too. I never know says a girl. Sister D. Ruben said, Lee Dickens, Boy George start him career with him fake dreads, remember? And you see it? Do you really want to hurt me? I'll be getting a J. Well, him did sing again, he did sing some more. And Rita Mal did put him in charge or picking them one time, you know, Boy George. Lee Dickens said, indeed, Murray, him grew up listening to reggae music and DJ too. Lee Dickens continue. Yes, that tune still on my playlist. Kean Brown said to Sister D. Ruben. At St. Matthew's Church on a Wednesday, Radigan Vibes was in truth. Good. Lee Dickens said no. Sure, Radigan was the first to have a big interview with Bob too. Tackle him because let's make it plain, no buts. True, Bongo Jerry. Your profound lesson and admission of distinction. In distinction to appreciate the right from the wrong. Lee Dickens, Murray said, the first thing Andrew would have to do is get rid of corruption. Singapore never hug up politicians and thief people hard working taxes. Sister D. Rubens at the Lee Dickens and Kean Brown. I know I have UB40 in my collection. Right in my kitchen did play upon repeat. Got enough clash in St. Andrew's Church in Brackley. Sound system make reggae music worldwide. Lee Dickens said, which Jerry would say some white people. Laugh out loud. Not Tarman with same brush, okay. Yes, man. Sister D. Ruben to Lee Dickens say, hush, what that him mean? Lee Dickens say, sister, I see BUB fought enough time live and one of the best live band too. Lee Dickens say, enough. Lee Dickens said, damn phone again problem, alright. Well, yes. We have enough time for another phone call, but we have some music to play. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's play this music now for Eugene, whose birthday today. Have a call? Let's go to call. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello?
What go on?
Let me know.
Who this?
You don't know?
Coombs?
Yeah, man, sure, man.
We are talking about Irie.
Huh?
We are talking about Irie.
Irie?
You think Irie?
Alright, listen me now.
Yes, sir.
Me was on a program this man, Cliff Youth's program.
Yeah.
And I was telling him that from 1958, that the manly table up movie Queen. And up to Michael time, when Michael come in 1972, at that time he moved. So I asked me if it was why not Empire Day. Me telling yes, but I never know. Me know it's a Queen birthday, but him said no, I'm wrong. It was removed by Michael at Ranton Labor Day, 72, but it was Empire Day. Well, somebody correct me, thank you for that. One blind man from Westmoreland will tell him, say, we come from program, he wants a full program. I mean, lose bit about Holland Bamboo, I can't pay the bit. Him blind and him can't see him and make mischief.
No, hold on. Listen up.
Yeah.
The blind man are correct you proper.
Correct what?
You.
Correct who?
You.
So what?
So what?
Who in me?
Both Holland Bamboo. Both Holland Bamboo.
Who in me can't pay it?
Alright, hear this now. You hear me give the correction yesterday about the bicycle license though.
The license, hold on. And hold on, 1954, 55.
No.
It's not 1954. It was
no. Yesterday I bring the document.
when it went, remind me anybody here, said anybody here.
Yes, that's it. Because you're there, your mouth in that trough over there, so. All right,
No problem.
1958.
You're so wrong, man.
You listen.
Hold on.
You listen. In 1958, in the middle of the year, there was great excitement in Jamaica when the government elected in 1955 removed the tax off a bicycle, dray cart, and hand cart. And there was a big excitement and celebration, 1958.
1958, me that said me.
19
You talk about Henry.
Let's go. Yes, we're going to play a piece of music for Eugene's birthday. And that piece of music name, what name again? Victory by Half Pint. That's for Eugene's birthday and for the whole of it to Victory.
In this a time, in this a movement, poor people struggle. Poor people struggle. Victory, victory. Yes, yes, we got to have a victory. Victory, victory for you and me. The people are suffering, the children are crying. When will someone give us a hand? The pressure is getting higher and much stronger, and poor people can't take it longer. Oh, victory, victory, oh yes, we got to have a victory. Oh, victory, oh, victory, Lord, oh, we got to have a victory. So many without a roof over their head, while some use cardboards for their bed. 7th time rise and 7th time fall, still we won't wait till we're back against the wall. Victory, got to have a victory, boy, you and me, boy. Victory, victory, yes, we got to have a victory. The Father sees and He knows how the running goes. Why they choose to treat us so bad? It seems as if they lost the love they had. Boy, victory, got to have a victory, boy, for you and me. Boy, a victory, got to have a victory, boy, for you and me. The people are suffering, the children are crying. When will someone give an hand? The pressure is getting higher and much stronger. The people can't take it no longer. Got to have a victory for you and me. Oh, a victory, got to have a victory, Lord, for you and me. Place like South Africa, place like America, place like England, ooh, place like Jamaica, oh Lord, place like Canada, ooh, and Mount Yassa. We got to have a victory for you and me. 'Cause you got a victory, got to have a victory for you and me. Oh, a victory for you and me. The Father sees.
Yes, the town of Half Pint, Victory. I will play that for Eugene and I will have a birthday today. I will have some more live chat. Kean Brown said to Bongo Jerry Small and Bess FM and Sister Ruben, Bob Cosmic, Taki Lemko, family salute, soaking up all the reason in full joy. We unconscious a karma chameleon. Bob Cosmic say, Kean Brown, straight up, straight like 6 o'clock. Marie Wilson say, UB40 does great covers. Sister D. Ruben say, we unconscious, yes, that's a tune. Lee Dickens say, cover but create them own sound, even the album with the original artists and UB music. Fathers of reggae. Marie Wilson say, Queen Elizabeth have 2 birthdays each year. Her actual birthday in April and an official one celebrated on the second Saturday in June. Sister D. Ruben say, Lee Dickens Nothing beat live music. Hear the players of instrument. Bob calls me. Let's get to the telephone. Have a call. Afternoon, welcome.
Yes, brother Jerry. Greetings and good afternoon.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, man, I know I'm just in the final 5 minutes or so.
Go ahead,
please. Just want to take the time out, to encourage my black brothers and sisters, them, for those hold the faith, because it really rough. And I ask for those listen to conscious things and conscious people and the teachers, them, such as yourself and Cabo and Mota. And various other people, you understand? Especially we have the African-centric thing and who want to liberate us. And Jerry, one thing we may observe with you over the years when I listen to you, you have this great patience and you don't get so easily frustrated with the dirty, corrupt system. You understand? So just go and hold it to me. Big up Bess FM. You understand? Keep the positive music and the positive vibration,
Yeah, man. Well, thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Call early, we talk longer. Thank you.
Definitely. Hello?
Good afternoon, welcome.
Hello, my time?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, again. I'm with all the respect. I'm the blind teacher from Samar.
Yes, man, say it.
Yes, I want to make a slight comment on what Mr. Skung said.
Yeah.
This morning, apparently, when I turned on the radio, he was having a discussion with the host. And they were disputing about, he was saying something about Michael Manley change, something like that, on the 23rd of May, which was Labor Day.
Yeah.
The gentleman read from a book telling him say it's not Michael Manley change it. And the person read it over and over and said British Empire Day or something like that was changed in 1960.
Yes.
And the host said, which was read over and over, said what happened in Michael Manley's time was when Michael came to power. He said, and Mr. Coombs agreed. And I reinforced it with evidence. He said that there was some hostility among the unions. So on Labour, it was the man read British whatever day was changed in 1960. And he read it from a book, I don't know. But Michael Manley changed it again. It changed from, it used to be British Empire Day, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
So I was explaining to the host that I agree with him. And I said there were some people who were even criticizing some of the British colonies. That a person said we were, some of us, some British territories were more British than the British.
Yeah.
The person said, for example, British Empire Day was changed when the British stopped celebrating it in 19 something like that. There were still some countries that were still celebrating it.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know which article you read, Boy Scout, a burn up na son, a cadet, I celebrate that day when the British had done away with it already. So the person read again and said it wasn't really Michael Manley. What Michael Manley did in May 72, May 23rd, that there was some hostility between the unions. So on that day...
Yes. All right, look, we have got to cut it here, but I know that you're demonstrating that Coombs kind of stubborn and him now listen, but...
That's the point.
But all right, wait, tomorrow we could talk about it early.
Yeah, because that's all right then. That's the point I was making.
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah, man,
all
tomorrow.
Right,
yes, sir, thank you very much. All right, we're going to play 2 pieces of music. Buckingham Palace piece of it. And the next one, Bongo Man Byfield. I sing about Where's Marcus Garvey. Let's go.
your music, reggae music. As far as I can see, I see that this your music, reggae music. It's got a spell on me. This your music, Rasta music. As far as I can see, this your music, roots music. It's got a hold on me. It can make you feel so happy, yeah. Whenever problems get you down, it has artificial respiration. Keep your heart functioning sound, so sound. Light your split, light your chalice. Make we smoke it in Buckingham Palace. Lend me a paper, lend me a pipe. Make we chase with all them vampire. Light up
Mary Wilson said two birthday tradition for monarchs begin with King George back in 1748. Leek Dixon said thanks all for another great lesson. Learn so much from all of you. Mary Wilson said Jamaica abolished that when you get independence. Taki Lemko said also the song for you on your strong Perry Pirate. Sister D. Ruben said bless up all night place, peace and love, oneness, positive vibes. Mary Wilson said Labor Day used to be a day of revelry, beer, drunkenness. Michael changed it to a day of work. Wayne Cantor said blessed love for the reasons. Mary Wilson, that's true. Taki Lemko say all the best, walk good. Didn't tell Bosco say man foundational, love and all implant and I implant. Bongo Jerry Small, Bess FM family. Wayne Cantor say I now can barely get a youth to touch a culture as much as a fork for Labor Day. Enough work to do, let's start with self. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we have to go play Bongo Man Byfield.